Welcome in, everybody, to another fabulous episode of Critical Hole. Here we are again. I'm pretty sure this is episode 4.
Yes.
We've had quite a trip so far. Just as a very brief recap, get everyone in the zone. Started out waking up to a hazy memory in a tribal camp directed by a sort of shaman or druid character under the name of Gobo to find and track down a younger version of what is known as the Terror-Rask, which is a horrible giant dinosaur monster. Exploring a sliver of the jungle, you found a cave, went to the cave, some stuff happened in the cave, lots of stuff happened in the cave. Oh boy. Starting with, naturally, the most important thing, Big Bug is dead now. That was one thing that happened. And then after that, we had Chodius die, and then we had Raximus die, and then we had Grelin escape the cave, then get attacked by Smitty's barrel, which turned out to be a mimic. And then went unconscious. He went unconscious. Yeah, he almost died. He didn't quite die. He came back. He passed all his saving throws. In the most literal, dramatic sense possible, Gert was our standing hero at the end of last episode, and he really took the dance in stride and really soaked it up.
What a surprise that the guy invisible for the entire fight is the sole survivor.
I thought it was poetic justice that he took his sweet time looting everyone's dead corpse only for him to roll a 1 on the opal. The only thing that would have poisoned you in that hole, and of 26 you could have rolled. You rolled 1 at the very end of your thing, trying to heal Grelin. Hilarious. Timing is amazing. You unfortunately got poisoned. It was paralysis poison. You're paralyzed for 1d4 hours. You rolled a 4. You're paralyzed for 4 hours. That's how that broke down. During which Grelin woke up and saw you were paralyzed. He went into the cave. He found the gem. He used the gem. He found out that the gem contained a wish spell. He tried to wish for infinite wishes. It didn't work. He got a hint from a majestic version of himself, a godsend, and he corrected his wish to something a little bit more suitable, which was to bring back Chodius, specifically, the Chodius. And doing so, Chodius and him were both, as a part of the wish spell, were both brought back to full HP. No one else in the cave was brought back, and they left. Raximus had sort of a deathly vision and was prompted to decide what he wanted to do. And in a few prompts, ended up becoming his hat, in which, in a turn of events, was then glued to the head of Gert using sovereign glue, which is glue that cannot be unstuck via any means that you're aware of. You also used it to glue his left hand to his stomach. I hadn't forgotten that. So Gert, don't forget that either. And once you've glued to his head, you found out that you were able to telepathically communicate with Gert. Gert did not figure this out right away. In fact, was very alarmed at this realization and gained little traction in the growing telepathic bond that you shared. Stirring deep down inside you, Raximus, the urge. More, you know what? I take it back. It's not an urge. It's an annoyance. You are filled with a sense of just being bothered that Gert is just thinking about bustly, naked kobold woman 24/7. And it empowers you to the point where finally you feel a burst of arcane mental strength, and the minds of those around you become tangible in whatever form you are now in. You have gained the ability to telepathically communicate with those around you. They can hear you in their heads and respond telepathically in thought. Do you do anything? So let me set the scene real quick. And the reason as well as that's happening is we all just got to level 4. That was a part of the level up. Everyone else is now level 4. We got some new spells, got some new abilities. that everyone knows off that I could ask everyone right now and they'd be able to tell me no problem. But don't worry, I won't do that. And we'll keep rolling it here. You guys have all just finished taking a long rest after suffering a large deal, a pretty big blow to the morality. But taking shelter in the entrance of the cave, taking a long rest, you broke up in shifts to watch. Nothing eventful happened. And as the dawn comes, so does the game. It is now yours to decide on what to do next.
I just looked up naked kobold women.
Am I
God
paralyzed still?
No, you woke
There's
up last
definitely some
last
fan
night.
Because
art, yeah.
we all slept in a tent and
One moment.
Okay.
yeah, one minute.
I'll look this up later.
You can ask me questions.
I'll look it
I
up
promise I
now.
won't like metagame it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll respect the narrative.
I think I should understand what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking about all the time.
Uh-huh.
I stopped thinking about kobold women. That's my
After a
action.
little research on the subject.
After a little sleep, I wake up after just deciding to never think about that again. Good morning. Where's all my shit?
I thought you took it all.
Where's my stuff? Where's my little magic thing? What the fuck? Took all my stuff.
Did he
Who's
not witness me? I looted it, correct? Last episode
Mhm.
while paralyzed.
Yeah.
He knows where his stuff is then. He
Having
watched me take it
having
from his lifeless body.
yeah.
Growlin, did you take my
Uh,
stuff?
Motionless body.
Give me my stick
Yeah.
back. Give me my metal stick back.
No, I don't think I will.
Give me my metal stick back.
No. No.
I want my metal stick back. This guy took my metal stick.
You can have it back when
I tried to heal this guy and he took my metal stick. I tried to save his life. This guy took my metal stick.
Metal
Can I
stick.
tie like
Echo
a
says.
band, like some sort of gag around his mouth.
Not unless he lets you willingly. You'll have to
He's
roll.
not
We'll have to do
paralyzed
some-
try.
anymore.
Yeah, he's not paralyzed.
Try.
Well, wait. I will remind you, Gert, that you do have one hand glued to your stomach right now. So, or a disadvantage,
Why is
probably
my hand
most things.
stuck on my stomach?
All right. If you don't
Wait,
if you
it was
don't
it the right
Why can't I
hand
Your
take this
other
hat
hand.
off?
or left
You'll-
hand? I forget.
My secret glue.
Who did this to me? Why'd you do this to me? I tried to save you.
Wait,
I
I'm
tried to
trying remember
save
why
all
did
of
I
you.
do all that.
There's no
saved
reason.
everyone.
You
No
guys were
reason at
just,
all.
you just did it.
You stole my shit and glued a hat on me?
I didn't glue the hat to him.
Yes-
Oh wait,
yes, you
maybe I
did.
did.
Oh, you did.
did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why is
well,
my
I
hand?
found
You
the
glued,
glue in your pocket, and
you glued my
you weren't
hand to
doing
me?
anything with.
You were all dead. Of course I took it. I'm not dead. I'm alive.
I can't answer that. I was experimenting with the glue. I was having fun.
This isn't fun for me.
You'll be fine. You'll get over it.
It'd be more fun if I had my rod back. My metal rod. God, that would be such a show.
What is this metal rod? Let me look at this thing.
Do you look at it? You pull it out and look at
Mine
it.
is what it is.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
You
It was
inspect it.
stolen from me.
Uh,
I want it back.
You pull it out. Make a perception check.
me?
Yeah.
You would dare to perceive my metal rod.
No, it's strange. Just looks like strange,
Metal
weird.
rod.
And I
normal
want it
metal
back.
rod. Don't notice
He
anything.
took it from me
Why
I
do you
want it.
want it back so badly?
because it's mine. I need a sense of control.
I'm gonna need a better answer than that, Gobo.
Because you glued my fucking hand to my stomach and a hat to my head, and I want my rod back.
I'd say those are both improvements.
I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
I'll give him the metal rod back. in
Next time you
exchange for
die, I'm
all
not-
of his
I'm not-
gold.
I'm not helping
pieces.
you. You took all my gold.
You guys didn't have any
You took
gold. No one had
I
any
will
gold. Just as a reminder.
Reluctantly. All right. All right. Since you did attempt to save me, I figured I'd hold on to your metal rod until now. But now,
so kind.
considering you want it so bad and you won't shut the fuck up about it, I'll give it back. Can I give him the metal rod back?
Yeah. If you're giving him the rod, I'll put it in his inventory.
Yes.
And now, Gert, I'm giving you the rod with the appropriate
That's
rod.
all
You
you're
know
gonna
it.
get,
Yeah.
though.
My rod.
You've
Maybe
got
you could
the
give me my
rod.
soap back, me too, to wash some of this glue off of my.
No. One step at
So-
a time, Kobold.
Thinking back, we did get some directions or ideas about where to go next, and I don't remember what they were.
Does anyone remember? Go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
You
I'll,
suddenly hear Raximus's voice.
I'm going to be like, yeah, like as if I'm the devil slash or the angel on their shoulders in their little brains. I'm gonna go ahead and help them out a little bit. I'm gonna say that the scroll said not to trust the Gobo and to search for the hidden hole that is either at the next cave or at the lava flow.
And one of you guys
What
has
the
the
fuck was
notes
that?
still, I think. Yeah.
Raximus is
my God.
inside of me.
I can still hear him. Oh, brave Raximus. He died for us. God,
I'm
I
more
miss
worried
him.
about the fact we can hear Raximus than anything else right now.
I would be very concerned if my dead friend whose corpse I saw smashed to bits under that giant rock is now speaking in my mind.
You hear him too!
I thought he was alive, talking like behind me while I was paralyzed. I didn't realize he was God. Was he
No,
God?
He's dead, all right. I watched it happen.
You
Raximus
hear him
God?
too, Grellin?
Yeah, I hear him.
Probably some weird elephant stuff.
This could be some kind of trick by Gorbo.
I
We
think
shouldn't
the
trust.
noise might be coming from that hat that I glued to your head. Can I do that? Can I just make that assumption?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You should take it off me and wear it yourself and see if anything changes.
No.
If you want to you can make that assumption, right? You can absolutely assume that. If you want to really try to be sure, you can make either an Arcana or an investigation check on the hat that's stuck to his head, if you'd like.
I would like to
get more
investigate
information.
The hat.
Yeah, go ahead. Make an investigation roll.
I'm no longer gonna communicate with anyone for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna search for my familiar instead. Can I do that?
You're a hat.
Can I create my familiar even though I'm a hat?
Yeah, maybe if
Let
you were alive.
me think.
You're doing a lot of things for a hat.
The consideration here is less if you can do it. Let me see. If it requires, I think if you're, as a warlock, if your spell requires you to have material components, I would say no. But if you can pull it out without material components,
I don't
I
think
think yes.
I think
That's
I
a
can
warlock.
I think
Let me
I can
check
summon
for
it.
you.
Can I?
mean,
I
as
think
a
you
hat.
have it from. How did you get? When did you get this? Did you choose this? You chose this. Find familiar.
Yeah.
Chose it from.
Well, I'm a warlock. I never
That's true.
called them in ever. Though.
I know. I noticed that today when I was looking over everyone's character. I'm sorry. I partially probably should have reminded you, but it's also flavor, RP flavor.
I want to call in some sort of magic, like cow-like thing.
Yeah, it is from your packed boon. So yeah, you know what? You totally can. It takes an hour though.
I'm spending the next hour.
Okay.
I'm gonna go radio silent the next hour. I'm gonna be searching for maybe like a little cow thing, with little
Oh,
yellow
I see what you're
teeth.
saying. I
Sort
see.
of yellow
I
tail.
see. Okay, so you're spending your concentration for the next hour. You went radio silent, no words, and you're focusing on summoning
Focusing
this
on
familiar.
finding a familiar. Yes.
What is going through your head as you try to conjure this? What exactly would be the mental process of Hatsimus?
Mm-hmm. So Haximus.
I know it's hard. It's a hard someone.
He's gonna think deep about how he's ascended. He is now above the human body. He is now turned into something better, a hat, one of what we all should aspire to be someday. And I'm gonna think about I need a powerful physical thing that can do my bidding, I guess. So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the best object, the best thing to do my bidding while I stay in hat form.
I see. Okay. Sounds good.
I want to think about.
If you want, no problem. If you want to, we can flavor however you want. But if you want to grab one of the stat blocks, whatever creature is within your parameters to have under the Find Familiar spell, if you want to peek at that real quick, I'll pull up the stat block for it, and we'll just reflavor it as whatever you want it to look like using that stat block. And when I say
Whatever
stat,
you feel.
oh, you want to
whatever you
match it?
feel.
What do you want to match it to that? Okay, let me take a look.
I want to be. If it has flight, that'd be cool.
Yeah, they will. It can float. It can be floating.
I want
It's
to
not a
float.
problem.
I
Yeah,
want
it
a
can be
floating
magical
thing.
floating
Yeah.
thing. I don't care. Yeah, for sure. All right. So that happens. None of you hear that. So whatever.
So do we remember, were we going to the lava place or the cave?
I think it was the cave.
I
I
remember
had
the
some
cave
sort of
too.
note I had read. It appears someone has stolen it from me. I wonder where that note could have gone that had all that crucial information on it.
I've got the note.
Oh, maybe he's also got my only weapon, my knife.
Let me read it one more time. Listen, Cobb, I gave you your metal rod back. That's enough for now.
I'm gonna put it in your head unless I get my knife back too.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
You won't see anything but this metal rod going in your head.
Oh, don't talk to me about knives. I know a thing or two about knives.
Can I pickpocket him while he's reading the note?
Can I stab
you
him in the head before he can do anything?
You can try. You can certainly try it if you want. Okay.
All right. Kobold, you shut up for 10
I
seconds.
still want to pickpocket him while he's reading the note.
You make. You should like. Oh, okay. You want to wait for him to be distracted first?
I'm not even
Yeah.
reading it yet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he hasn't.
All
When
right,
he
fine.
pulls it
I'll go
out,
along
your
with
character
this.
can do that.
All
That's
right.
fine. So,
Let me
Grelin,
consult this note.
you pull out the note, and on the note, and I'll go over it one more time for you. It says "Find the hole," and it looks like someone wrote this, scribbled over it itself over and over again, and it's really written there like a lot, really scrawn in. The next line says, "Many holes, need to find the right one." Crossed out says "Behind waterfall." Crossed out near beach. Crossed out cave. And then it says cave 2 with a question mark next to it. And it says lava area, question mark next to it. And then the least scrawled text, all the text looks like it's been written over many times. The least scrawled text is "Don't trust Gobo, damn it."
All right.
I have that note too, correct?
Well,
Or I read it. Yeah, I read it.
You
last
read
time,
it.
so
You
I haven't
read
seen
it. You
yet.
read it. Yeah, and he's and I'm
I
assuming
assume that Grelin just read the note out loud to all of us.
Grelin, is that what your character would have done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're not hiding it from anyone. So in this moment, if anyone else character would like to, inspect it, that's also fine.
I think we should not trust Gorbo anymore. I think we should kill him if we see
I
him
think
again.
we know what to do.
I actually think maybe we should go. I think we should go back to the camp and just kill Gorbo.
I'm glad you're thinking the same thing.
I think we should
Because why would we go investigate two areas, the cave 2 and the lava area, when we could just go interrogate one goblin and get the real
I
answers
think we should
that
go
we
hold
want?
a knife to his fucking throat and get
What's he
more
gonna do?
information.
Call Big Bear or Big Bug or Smitty to come to his aid? They're dead.
I agree.
We
But
should
then
go
why
kill Gorbo.
why would his friends still be helping us?
I don't think he trusts Gorbo
I
either.
said we kill the bird too.
kill bird. Echo's gonna take a step back hearing this.
Echo, what do you think about Gorbo?
Gorbo.
Gorbo good, Gorbo bad?
Gorbo.
Gorbo good, Gorbo bad?
Gonna keep stepping back till her back's against the wall of the cliff.
Where are you going? Gorbo good, Gorbo bad?
Gorbo.
Let's go ask.
Gorbo good.
Gorbo.
Gorbo good.
Yeah, you hear. So
It's
sorry.
Gobo.
I don't
His name
have.
is Gobo.
I don't have a good
Gobbo
voice
good?
for this, but he's saying it back in your voice. He's saying what you're saying back to you in your own voice. You're hearing it your own voice back to you. That's why she's saying Gorbo, is because he's saying Gorbo. She's saying Gorbo.
Ah.
Everyone's a he right now.
I continue calling Gorbo Gorbo.
Gorbo.
Listen here, Gorbo or Gibbert or whatever the fuck your name is. Okay. Echo, Gorbo good?
Gorbo good.
Hmm.
Gorbo bad.
Gorbo good.
Hmm.
I don't believe him. I
don't
say we
believe
kill
this.
them both.
Gorbo good.
Gorbo good. Gorbo good. Yeah. Echo, Gorbo good. Gorbo good.
Echo
Listen,
good.
we don't want Echo to run back. We don't want Echo, to
Echo
run back and
good.
tell Gorbo.
No.
Just play along. Gorbo good. Gorbo good.
Okay, yeah, Gorbo's good.
Echo,
Let's-
Gorbo good.
Let's why don't we head back to camp and go ask Gorbo if what he knows about Cave 2 and the lava place?
Yeah, Echo, we should
I'm
go
sure
back
he's
to
filled
camp.
with really good information since he's good.
Gorbo
We should-
information.
Yeah, Gorbo.
He seems very
information.
receptive to this idea.
Yeah.
Gorbo.
He's nodding
information.
along.
Information.
Yeah.
Gorbo.
He's looking at you a little wary
information.
still, but he's
Information.
it looks like he's
Gorbo.
following along. Gorbo.
Can I hold
Information.
hands with him?
If you walk up to him, he takes a step back.
Damn it.
He keeps 5 feet apart from you at all times. He won't let you get within 5 feet unless you want to make a check for it. He's being vigilant.
Nah, it's fine.
I'm not gonna fucking play the button game with you guys, but
Just wanted to test, how. Just wanted
That's
to
fine.
test how receptive he was to me in this moment.
So what I'll try and do is remind you guys of certain things that could be happening in the game. There's a
Okay.
skill called Insight, which you all have access to. It's an attribute on your skill sheet. You would make an Insight check to see if you think someone's being honest or what their true intention was, if you think they're hiding it. So yeah, sorry, I'll try to remember to it and it'd be a little more informative with some of the potential roles. Just so we're not sitting here doing backflips, making acrobatic dexterity rolls all day. You know what I mean? Maybe an insight roll where that picks things up a bit. Yeah. Anytime you guys feel like one of these roles might pertain to the situation, feel free to ask me, can I do this role? The worst thing is you're gonna do is I'm gonna say no, that doesn't apply. Make this role instead. Right? So feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'm gonna ask. But okay, no problem.
Damn,
continue.
if only I had chosen the zone of truth or whatever the fuck that was for my.
You have to
I
stay
don't
in the
remember,
zone
is
out
this
of
up or
area.
down?
This is
ridge.
up.
We'd
But
be
it's just
going up.
this is just a slight slant. This is walkable. This does not require any sort of check. And the ones you've already come through, if you're going to backtrack, won't require a check to get through because you've already passed. It'll just take
Well, then-
additional time.
Then
Okay.
yes, let's just go ahead and
Yeah, let's
move
just
on back.
wander. Bye.
All right. Would you guys are you guys doing anything during this walk as we're all walking back to the
No, we're just talking about how much we trust Gobo.
Yeah, I'm attempting to pickpocket Grellin so I can get my knife back.
Wait, are you guys all just talking, trying to make it seem like you guys are trusting Gabo?
Yeah, we love
Yeah,
Gorbo.
we love Gabo.
Growing your character's
see
stopped.
him.
Are you doing anything back there?
Or
you just- okay, no problem.
Cliff or anything?
You guys are fine. It's down, and you've been here before, so again, you've already passed this sort of thing. You guys can stop.
the
Yeah, we can.
way.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
Backtracking.
This is very
Yeah.
exciting. I like
Good,
this.
good.
We're sounding a little. God, I love Gorbo. I was just thinking about how much I love him.
Everyone make
bit of a friend he is.
perception checks for me, please, as we're walking. And everyone hold up where you're at.
Okay. Perception skill check.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fucking go.
Oh my god.
Let's fucking go.
Good enough.
Some of us
All
are
right.
geniuses. Some of us are very perceptive.
15 out of 20 is pretty okay.
You guys
21 out of 20 is pretty better.
That is pretty good. I'd
Pretty
say.
better.
Pretty better.
Okay.
Pretty better.
Okay, are we at the path back to the
as you're all as you're all walking along the path, it's like one moment you're all like talking, and then suddenly you're all talking to each other maybe, and then you hear like a really loud rustling behind you, and you all look back, and Echo has tried to hide behind one of the bushes, just like 5 feet off of the trail, like ducked his head into the ground, and it's clearly visible by all of you, and has not at all hidden himself the way he thinks, but is trying to hide from you right now. And you all see this.
Grellin,
Where?
It's just in the path. I'll bring the token out. Sorry.
Grellin, listen, I need my. You got.
It's like right over here.
Give me a weapon back.
He's like
Grellin,
under that. He's like under that.
Well,
under that
he is
bush.
asking that. I'm going to run over there and try and grapple the bird.
Okay, no problem. You guys love grappling. I love
Grellin,
grappling.
I can't help. I need a weapon.
I haven't seen you use a weapon once.
I used my sword on the tree. My magic sword. I need my sword. How am I gonna kill Gobo? I need a weapon.
I'll worry about Gobo.
Grellin.
Goblin fight, whether you
Sorry.
like it or not.
God damn it.
All right, so you are
What do I
trying
need
to
to
grapple
do?
him. No problem. You are going to make so you are going to do. Okay, you're good. Oh, you're making a strength athletics check.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna say you could roll it with advantage, but I'll just roll with disadvantage alternatively here. Against dexterity. Blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, you easily grab the bird.
Let me describe this.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna rush up there, push aside the bush, and gonna grab him by each of his wings. And I'm gonna start tugging on him real hard. Not enough to hurt him, but just to make enough to let him feel his muscles start to really get stretched out. And I'm gonna be like, "You fucking bird! I know you're no good with Gobo, and you're gonna pay for it."
Just yelling.
And I'm gonna like maneuver behind him, and I'm gonna be holding his thing while my other one's got my axe to his neck.
Okay. Are you gonna do any damage or
And then I'm
anything?
gonna bring him back. I want to bring him back.
Are you gonna bring him back? You're gonna try and pull him in.
Yeah.
All right, as you're pulling him, you're going to hear Gert's voice as he panically starts to yell, Gorbo, bad! Gorbo, bad! Gorbo, bad! And he's trying to resist your pull towards where you guys are walking, towards the camp. Are you going to let him go?
Keep you like a hostage. I'm bringing it.
All right, he's going to try and break free. He has a turn to try and break free in that
Let him
case.
try and break free.
Okay. He's not very strong. You get the sense of holding him that he's not very strong. I'm seeing if maybe there's anything he has that I gave him that he can do. I don't think so yet.
Us just totally fucking up the entire storyline.
I love when you guys do this. It makes me so happy, honestly. It does. I'm confused. Could never be
aggressive with
any happier. So he's not crouched, so it's not going to be a disadvantage time. It's going to be normal. So he's rolled a 19. So it's pretty high.
Oh.
Pretty high. So you're going to have to contest it with a strength athletics check.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh my god. He does not want to go back to Gobo.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so as you sort of hear Gert and Grellin like going, you hear Gert going, "Give me the sword, give me the magic sword, give me the magic sword," and Grellin's like, "Stop it!" And you kind of turn for 1 second, and Echo uses this moment to like hit you in the face with both of his wings, and you kind of get feathers in your beard and your mouth, and you let go for a second, and he scoots underneath you, and he's going to step 20 feet back.
Should have gotten the opportunity of attack when I leveled up.
And he's going to turn to look at you. And he's preparing something. He's going to hold his action for your response. What do you do?
Attack.
So so you're choosing to attack, so you're assuming an aggressive stance?
Don't hurt him.
Yes,
Don't hurt him.
yes.
That's fine. We can roll initiative.
Only reason some of us are alive
He doesn't like Gobo either. He doesn't like him either. He might help us.
He might be scared of him.
He's gonna say,
Intimidate him a little.
Gorbo, bad! Gorbo, bad! And he steps back another 5 feet.
Okay.
We protect you against Gorbo. We protect you. We don't like him.
Gorbo,
Gorbo,
bad! Gorbo, not protect!
We protect. We protect.
He's just
Not
trying
protect.
to get out of it. Birds aren't real.
I hate witches. I hate birds.
Okay, I'm gonna not chase after him, and I'm gonna say, well, I don't care about that bird. We got beef with Gobo.
He's gonna full sprint away from you. At that moment, he realizes you're not engaging, full sprint, and then into the woods in the distance, just through the brush. You don't even see. You don't even see him. You
We didn't
just
need
hear
him
like
anyway.
in the distance, and then the
Guys, I
bushes like
think
rustle and they
Gobo-
stop.
I think
And you see
Gobbo
some
might
birds
be
in the
bad.
distance, like fly away.
Guys, I think Gobbo might actually be bad.
There goes the
Well,
only.
Clearly,
hero
we
we've
should
got.
believe what this note tells us. What do you say we go deal with it? Well, I mean, who's left in the camp with Gobo?
God, do you think that other?
Big
You think
Bud's
that other?
Yeah, when you
weird
left, it was just
lady who
Trig.
was there. You think she's strong? She looked kind of strong when we were there.
I don't think she's gonna be a problem. Not
What
for
if?
the
Wait,
three of us.
okay. What if
Well,
we
let me-
game plan this
I
a
don't
little?
think
What,
she's gonna be a problem for Grellin and I. I don't
Sure,
think
sure,
the
but-
Kobold's gonna be much help.
what if? Well, I'd be a lot more help if somebody give me my weapons back. I'd be able to do something. It's fine. You know, I only brought everyone back to life. It's fine. I don't need my weapon.
You
What if
don't
we
need
go back?
weapons to do that?
What if we go back with the premise of we're back? We're just back. We're friends. We're back. Hey, we fought a cave witch. And we're back. We're friends. We're here to just be friends.
Come back friendly, yeah.
Yes,
yeah, reporting
yes.
what
And
we've done.
We get ourselves in an advantageous position.
We can ask him. We can ask him about, about caves or lava.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But let's get as close to him as we can. Maybe encircle him under the guise of friendship.
I like it. I like it. What happens when he asks where the elephant and the bird are?
You stab him. I won't be
I will
stabbing him
hold
because
my knife
have no
to his
weapon.
neck. And then we're gonna ask him all the questions we want.
I think we need to Wait, maybe we need to incapacitate that other lady first. What if she tries to help?
We'll see once we get there. Like, we don't need to resort to violence.
What? You just resorted to violence.
Let's just
2 seconds
go.
ago.
Let's just get in there.
There you go. I unpaused it.
I know that.
Suddenly, there's this elephant there. If he wants you to know it, you do know it.
Oh God. Okay. Oh my God. Is that Raximus?
What the fuck
Guys,
is
look, it's
that?
Raximus.
Okay, quick. I'm
I know
gonna
it's not
quickly
Raximus.
say.
I know it's a familiar, but it's Raximus. Look.
I'm gonna
Wait,
say.
do you know it's a familiar? Would your character have that
Nah,
arcane
my
knowledge?
character doesn't know shit. Look, it's
Yeah.
Raximus.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to be the right. I want to be the familiar. This is good. This is good. I'm gonna be like, I'm now here to haunt you for letting me die.
I'm sorry. I could only save one, and I Grellin was in way better shape, to be
and
honest.
immediately I say, "You're forgiven, Gert." I like.
Thanks. Sorry that tree threw that. I thought we could kite it too, to be honest.
We can kite it forever. I think we're the
It was.
exact
It was
word.
for days. We can kite it for days.
Yeah.
I placed my hand on the familiar and I say, "That's right, buddy. You kited it so good."
Okay, and then I'm gonna hop on Gert's shoulder as if I'm a parrot.
You
Can
kinda-
that
it's-
fit on my shoulder?
It's sort of like a plop. It's like on your shoulder, and it's
Yeah.
like this ectoplasmy
And
sort
it
of
can
like
float.
translucent.
It can float around the
goop.
air too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, I'm
Yeah, okay.
just getting covered in shit. This
But it
whole
does have a
campaign.
tangible form. But the form is like, it's like if water could like float essentially, but it's lighter than water, like aerated
Can I
water.
glue it to his shoulder?
No.
You don't have any
You're
more
out
glue.
of glue.
Yeah, the
You're
jar is
still
empty.
glue.
So you put your hand on your bag for a second, having this thought, but then you remember that it was empty. Unfortunately.
So because I can understand, I can read Grelin, right? Like read his brain that he just barely thought that.
I think you can if you're choosing to try and read his thoughts at that time.
Right. I read his
Yeah.
thought that he wanted to glue, but he forgot, and I immediately whisper or telepathically whisper to Gert, just so you know, Grelin still wants to glue stuff to you. And at
I
this
think
point,
he ran out of glue. So
And at this point, I also want to tell Gert that I can speak to him through his mind, and so he doesn't have to say it out loud.
it's a good thing I saw that empty vial of glue next to me when I woke up, so I'm not too worried about there being more glue. This is cool though.
I used
like you-
all the glue.
It's like you never died.
Okay.
like
and
you're
now
still
I'm on his
here with
shoulder,
us.
and now I'm good. We can do whatever.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna go ahead and start walking into that clearing.
Gobbo,
guys-
friend.
Gobbo!
So entering
Gobbo,
into the
friend,
clearing,
We've had a disaster. We
You shout
lost
this.
a friend. He died. Gobbo!
how loud are you being?
Gobbo!
Gobbo, where are you? Raximus is dead!
Gobbo! Huh. What the
Sounds of the.
fuck?
Oh, sorry. Where's my jungle ambient?
God, what was that other lady's voice? What was that other? It was like Thing or something. What was her fucking?
Trig!
Trig! Trig!
Trig!
Trigonometry! Gobbo!
They gotta be around here somewhere.
You shout and shout until you pause for a moment and you listen. Sounds of the jungle overwhelm. Aside from the sounds of the jungle, though, make a perception check. Everyone who's observing. Grelin with advantage because you weren't shouting. You can make a perception check with it.
Okay. Ooh, Chodius.
Yes.
My
Are we in a clearing?
We are in a clearing. Yes, you can determine that much with that roll. For a moment, you're not sure if this is the same clearing. This might be someone else's clearing, and then that thought passes. Gert and Grelin, you do notice some rustling in the shouting. You do seem to be stirring some of the local wildlife. You notice a few birds kind of flap off into the air at the first few shouts. You hear some light galloping as maybe a wild boar or something runs in another direction aside from you. Looking around, you see a few birds looming on the tree branches here and there. Looking specifically, there's a red bird, a blue bird, like an owl-looking bird, a few other weird types that you're not too sure. You hear these loud sort of calls that you're not sure if it was a bird or a monkey or something. You look for long enough, maybe you see the monkey swing in the,
son
in the
of
distance.
a bitch set us up.
What do you mean?
That's what I said.
Do I still see the tent and stuff?
Yeah, it looks like everything.
It's empty.
It looks like everything is still here. It doesn't seem to be
I'm gonna go peer in the
any
tent, see if there's
barrels
any
or
bedrolls.
anything. You walk
There's
into
no
the
like
tent.
supplies in there. Just a little peek in the tent.
Just at first glance, you notice there's no tapestry covering the door anymore, so you can see right in.
Bitch.
And there looks like there's maybe one bedroll and a pillow left, but that's it.
Hey, guys, I think they left in a hurry. Is there a fire? Is there like a still warm fire anywhere that I can look at and go, they left recently?
You want to like investigate specifically and see if there's any tracks or
I
anything
want
of
to
anyone left?
investigate. I want to investigate, see if I can determine if anything looks rushed, like they ran out of here.
Okay, make an investigation check for me, and I'll keep that in mind.
That's a thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, I'm learning so much. Oh god, I'm a dumbass.
Is this hot?
You're looking around, and you circle the camp a few times, and you're thinking to yourself. You kind of look up, you kind of look down, all around. You see footsteps. You're like, there's footsteps, and you follow them, and then you end up bumping right into the back of Chodius.
Is this grass? What is this?
Can I look around for footprints?
Yeah, you kind of catch on.
Belong to Chodius or?
I
Yeah,
think
you
I've
catch
pretty
on.
much.
You can make an investigation check as well here.
I think I've pretty much ruined all the footprints by walking over them.
Nice, that was big. So as it's sort of happening at the same time, so you take care as you see Gert start to track Chodius's footsteps, his own footprint sort of thing. You know not to look in that direction, so you start looking around. You do eventually put together what looks to be like there might have been an area near the tent where a lot of dirt has been thrown up. It looks like there's tracks around it, but then there's like a lot of dirt has been like scuffled, almost like people were like moving around a lot on the dirt. So a lot of the dirt has been like pushed and broken up and is fresh, like freshly uncovered. And there are one set of footsteps leading away from that uncovered dirt patch into the forest north. They're like boot steps though, so it's hard to tell who left them, but they are of the smaller size, I would say.
This might be him right here.
What is
Have
it?
a
What do
look
you
at
see?
this.
What is
Yeah,
it?
what's over there, huh?
I found some footprints. They look like they could belong to a little goblin named Gobo.
Well, let's
Yes.
follow it. We can't be wasting any time.
Those do indeed look as to be footprints. With my 5 perception, I've decided those are in fact footprints.
Okay. How long do you want to? So you guys want to try and start tracking the footprints into the woods, into the jungle?
Yes.
So looking ahead of you, you do see that where you came from sort of was a traveled path that you assume had been walked over so much that you've had established this was the normal path to travel, or just sort of human eye kind of finds its patterns in nature naturally, right? Looking straight ahead, there's no pattern. There's nothing but chaos and jungle. So knowing that going forward is definitely rough jungle. So you'll be making a series of survival checks to see if you maintain yourselves amongst the brush, as well as keeping in an investigation roll to see how long you can track the footprints for, if that's the route you want to go. That's what it would look like. I don't have a map for that. That's how we'd break it down.
I'm gonna telepathically kind of tell them all, boy, would Gert really need a knife to do some survival stuff in here.
He's just gonna go invisible. That's all
Okay,
he
I'm gonna
ever
go
does.
ahead and do locate object now.
Oh, okay.
I remember Gabo's garments, maybe his necklace or his tunic.
Okay.
I'm
Tell
not
me.
going to attempt to sense the direction of its location. Maybe he's still
Very
close.
interesting. Very interesting
indeed.
Make a history check for me to see if you can
See if I can
remember.
remember.
But here's what I'll do. I'll give you advantage because you didn't smoke the pipe.
I did not smoke the pipe.
I'll give you advantage on
I was
this
very
memory roll.
present. I was very present for speaking with him.
How about
I remember
that?
his hair was like tied up in like a little bow or something.
Indeed.
That helps. What am I doing again?
Personally,
Sorry,
I did.
history.
History check.
Are you sure he was even a goblin?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my familiar sit down, and he's gonna pull out a fake ghost pipe, kind of blows ghost smoke rings, and he's gonna say, "Maybe we should really find that hole." And I still want them to think it's from. I want them to think I'm the elephant. essentially.
Okay. So you try. I mean, your voice is in their heads.
Yeah,
But you command your familiar to move as if it's reacting to your speech in a way that
Exactly,
they make it think that it's talking.
And I'm ignoring him and going, remember.
You do remember his hat specifically. Yes! It was it had lots of feathers adorned to it, and so you do manage to lock on to that as your memory kicks off. This is a unique circumstance, and I'm not telling you the ins and outs of it specifically because there's certain things at play here. But you have two. Okay. How many? I'm gonna hit you with a long rest real quick because we haven't done anything. I just want your spell slots to be refined here. Okay. Great.
All right, because we slept at the.
Yeah. So you have locate object. You have 3 second level spell slots. So this will take one of your spell slots.
I don't care if it doesn't even work. I just want to do it.
Oh, it's great. I love it. So it has to be within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you've seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a particular weapon. The spell can't locate an object of any thickness of lead. Even a thin sheet blocks a direct path between you and the object. Can't locate any object of lead. Okay, no, we're not. We're in the jungle. Okay, all right. How do you do this? What does it look like? It's a spell, so there's some magic in hand.
Think.
I think you only have one free hand to put to your head.
It's true.
Think his hat. Yes, Gobo's hat, of course. The feathers. Where
Tap your fingers on your belly.
I'm going
rub
into a
your head.
Sherlock Holmes mind palace. Everybody shut up, I'm thinking. I can hear you looking at me. Everybody look away. Everybody turn around. Nobody look at me while I do this.
I have the familiar turnaround, but I want him to blow more smoke. The smoke rings are elephants as well.
Yep, it's like that scene from Dumbo.
Distinction to make.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, I want to take out his dagger and like wave it right under his face, like, just like taunting him.
Okay. Does it bother you? Good. Okay.
That's me casting it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
nipples and
Yeah.
shut my eyes, and I'm
gonna have you
shy,
mark
so
off.
no one can look at
I'm gonna have you mark off one of the second level spell slots that you have. It did work. You get the sense that the object. It's an odd sense. You get this. You get the feeling because it's like an art. You get a strong arcane feeling response. Unnatural to this spell because normally when you locate a physical object, its physical presence is given to you
Known
or
to you.
not. Yeah, exactly. Well said. Its presence is known to you, but not in a physical manner. But you know it's within 1,000 feet.
he's here.
So he's
His hat.
within. And the sense is coming from the east. So as a northwest east on this map, standard.
Gobo's hat. It's to the east. The east, gentlemen.
Yeah, if you focus on it, it's actually not even that far away, like 200, 300.
Close. It's very close. Just
But the path is north.
His footprints led north, but the result that Gobo,
footprints
or
may
the
have led
result
north,
that,
but his
yeah,
hat. It's east. I just know this. I simply know this.
How well can you tell? Can you guide it to us? Is it like an air tag?
Follow me. Follow me. Can I just keep my eyes shut and keep my hand out?
I think
start wandering.
yeah,
east?
absolutely, you totally can. And the spell lasts for a very short time. It's a very almost an instantaneous sort of effect. So as you like rush towards the direction that the spell caught you in, it gets really close. As you get close to the tree line, you don't even have to walk into the brush for it to overwhelm you before the sensation goes away entirely. Now, looking around you,
close.
these trees are really tall. So there's a chance that it was coming from above as well as from a direction. You think to yourself as you approach the end of the brush here.
It's close. It's close. I can sense it here. I can sense it.
Where? Where is it?
I know not. It is lost to me.
Do it again.
Brother, my spells it will weaken me, but I will.
Let me read it real
I'll
quick.
try.
Wait, hang on. Concentration. Sense the directions 30 feet. Oh, it lasts for 10 minutes. Sorry, it lasts for 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. It lasts for 10 minutes. So you're focusing in on it. You walk up to the brush. You hold your hand out.
Feel it again.
You're searching it. You track it up. You're getting closer and closer. You sort of like lean your hand south. It fades a little. You lean north. It fades a little. You're confused. You kind of lean west. It fades a little. You lean down. Fades a little. You lean up. Starts to get closer and closer until you're reaching as high as you can, and it's getting as close as you can, as far as you can reach. Like you're like stretching your one hand is stretching out,
up.
The other one is on your belly, and you feel it above you.
A perception check up
Please,
into the tree.
yes, please make me a perception check if you'd like to in the trees. Righteous.
Chodius do that.
Okay.
With my dwarven eye.
Notoriously accustomed to living in the mountain.
Very good.
The jungle.
Dwarves are known for.
The jungle is a foreign place to you, Chodius, definitely. You look up and you are You're surprised. You feel like you've never looked up in the jungle before when you do this. And as you're staring at this puzzle of imagery, you start to make out movement amongst the stillness and the leaves. And the movement you see is that of an owl. And it's looking in, and now when you focus on it, and you can see it was kind of standing still, but was ruffling a little bit as you focused on it. And now it sees you. It sort of puffs up a little bit. Ooh, ooh.
Where's Echo? We need him to talk to the owl.
Maybe he shouldn't have tried to pull his wings off his body like some kind of psycho.
I'm bummed you didn't say I hate birds.
Does the bird have his hat?
No,
I'm
you're still sensing it. You're still sensing it.
There's a bird
Gert.
up there.
Coming from
up
where the
there.
bird is. Yeah, coming from where the bird is.
I open
Seeing-
my eyes. I look
Yeah.
at the bird, and then I look away from the bird.
It's coming from the bird.
Back to the bird. The bird. The bird ate Gorbo's hat. The bird is either Gorbo or it's eaten his hat. It's one or the other.
I'm gonna speak to the bird.
Okay, what do you say?
Gobo, we know it's you. We need help. Raximus is dead. The bird is dead. Smitty's dead. His barrel was a mimic.
Okay. Anything else?
Grelin, give me my knife. I can stab it from
we
here.
need help.
Grelin, let me use my magic knife. Let me use my magic knife.
Okay, make a persuasion check for me, please.
Okay, I have my axe out. We need your help.
If this bird,
The bird just like completely unruffles itself and it's just like smooth, and it's like its eyes sort of like glaze over a little bit.
if this somehow is Gobo, let me try and talk to him. Gobo, we know it's you. We know this is a goblin trick. I can turn into a bird too. Everybody's dead. We know you have some extra information for us. We just want to ask you some questions.
Gobbo, the terrorists! We have to kill the terrorists. Come on, Gobbo, help us!
Make a persuasion check for me.
Both of us?
If you're helping him, I would say Aqua, you do it with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if it just there you go. Oh, nice. Very good. Wow, you either would have rolled a 1 or a 16 on that one as well. Good to get those out of the way now. Okay, nice.
When trying to talk to a fucking bird.
Let me check something real quick. Okay, 1 second here.
I see Gobbo is rolling.
The bird, as you're speaking, sort of, I gotta remember to do private rolls, sort of gets ruffly again. Have you ever seen like a cat ruffle or an owl ruffle its feathers? It gets very poofy. And then as you're looking at it, its face sort of contorts and twists, and its head sort of does that thing where it rotates around, but as it comes back around, it's a different face on the owl. It's the face of Gobo. And he's sitting there in the half owl form in the tree, looking down at you. Shouldn't have come back.
Gobbo, what the fuck is going on?
You shouldn't have come back.
Why, Gobbo?
Should have just followed the instructions like you were told.
Gobbo, we're trying to. Everyone's down. Gobbo, what's happening?
He's kind of looking at you, not saying anything, kind of
Gobbo,
studying
get the fuck
all
down
of you.
here and talk to us, Gobbo.
How are you guys standing right now? How are you guys How do you feel your characters would be observing this situation right now?
Fumbled
Can
together,
I-
just staring at Gobbo.
Can
gonna
I
have-
like? Okay, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I like stealth or hide or whatever?
Yeah, while they're
People
chatting,
can't see me again while they're talking, like kind of just slip away.
you were the one that
called him out.
you, as I was gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep that in mind. But Gert did take over just then in the convo, and he did have to spin his head around. So I'll kind of mold that together. Do me a favor and make a stealth check, but it's gonna be at disadvantage.
Well, when that's happening, I want my familiar to be bouncing around on his trunk, like he's Tigger. You know Tigger? I want him to do that, but with his trunk. And every single bounce, a little poof comes out of his butt, like as if he's farting.
He's doing it. Doing it real
pivotal
good. Check
piece
it out. Check it out.
I want to say,
Check it out right now.
and then I
Check
want
this out.
to
Are you looking
tell
at this?
everyone.
Look at this.
I want to
Look at
tell
this.
everyone. I want to
Doing
say.
it. So good.
Maybe we should find that critical hole that the scroll keeps telling us we should be looking for.
No.
Shut the fuck up, Gobo!
I'm keeping your stealth check in mind, Growlin. If you want to try anything, I'm not going to tell you for flavor if he noticed you or not. It's sort of like because you know what I mean. So if you're
I
stealthing,
want to
you
start climbing the tree towards him without him seeing.
okay. So with that stealth check, you're going to try to climb the tree.
Fuck out.
Gobbo is more powerful than all of us times 20.
I didn't know goblins could turn into owls.
Exactly.
He's a shaman. Of
How
course
fast
he
are
can turn into
you?
an
How
owl.
fast are you climbing? Aqua,
Fast.
Growlin. Fast as you can, like sprinting up the tree.
I'm making a move. Yeah.
Noticing Grellin climbing up the tree. I'm gonna start screaming at Gobbo to try,
What are you
try
gonna
to hold his
scream?
attention.
I'm
Pretty
gonna.
good at scream.
Gobbo, you're not gonna believe what we found. There was a witch in this cave, Gobbo, and then the bird, Echo was telling us about how great of a guy you were, Gobbo, and that we needed to come back and talk to you. It was important we come back and talk to you, Gobbo.
Okay, this is
Echo
right up.
Dead.
He's dead, Gobbo.
He's not responding. He's looking at you. He's not responding.
Gobbo, look at this.
Hang on.
I
This is
found
right up your
this.
alley. So I'm giving it to you on this one. Make a performance check for me, Gert. This is your thing.
I'm performing. Finally, I'm performing.
Great performance.
I live for this.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
It's not great.
Good
It's a performance of
It's a solid
sorts.
B.
What was the last thing you said to him? You said Echo was dead, right?
Echo's dead, and then I
he-
said, "Look at this." As I
He's
was
perched.
pulling
He's
something.
perched on a tree about, let's say, like 50, 60 feet up in the air, right?
Oh my god.
So as you're climbing, you can get there pretty quickly. You can get there in one turn if you take the. You can get there in 2 turns if you take the dash action because climbing it's difficult terrain, etc. So he says to you while you're climbing on round 1, let's say, he says down to you, "Did you kill Echo?"
What?
No,
Echo was our healer.
Echo
cave hag got
saved
her.
us. Echo saved us. With his dying breath, he told us to come back to see you. He died to a tree, a giant fucking tree. You wouldn't believe it. There was 2. There were 2 giant fucking trees. It was the craziest thing we've ever seen. Echo, a giant rock. The tree picked up a giant rock and threw it at Echo. It crushed his legs. And as he laid there bleeding out, trying to frantically heal himself, his dying breath, he said, "Go to Gobbo. Gobbo will help you. Gobbo will guide you. You must speak with Gobbo." We came back as fast as we could.
This is where I telepathically, only to Gert, remind him that the echo can only echo other people
Oh,
and
fuck.
can't actually say that.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
To hopefully give him time to somehow come up with a fix of this.
Oh, it's so good
He said
though.
it
It's
all.
like
Our other teammate Raximus has telepathic powers now. He
I
told
just need
all
to check.
this to Raximus.
I love it. You keep monologuing if you want. Even 1 second you check something, and then I'll just make it sure.
I'm just rambling.
I love it. I know. I love it. It's so good.
You gotta listen to me. You gotta listen to me. Gobbo, you gotta listen to me.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay. So with a puff of leaves, vines, bark, feathers, suddenly Gobbo is sitting on the branch there, not the owl. Full Gobbo. He's wearing the shaman garb, but it looks like he's layered up with armor. More feathers protrude from each side of his arms as there's seemingly like more hide, darker hide covering more of his flesh. His face is covered by a very finely made wooden shaman, you're not sure if it's shaman or druidic mask. And from there's teeth and tusks and feathers protruding from it as well. The first thing he's going to do with his action is cast Hold Person, or he's going to cast a spell. Sorry, you don't know what spell it is. What spell could it be? I don't know. You guys don't know.
With my bardic powers, I've ascertained that he's.
I'm monologuing. I need to monologue.
Something tells me.
All right.
Are we in turn situation here?
We're going to be after this. Grellin, make a wisdom saving throw for him. And so you climbed as fast as you could for essentially one round, we'll say. So you're in the tree about 25, 30 feet up. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. You see the smoke and stuff, kind of, and the feathers and stuff around the owl, and then suddenly Gobbo standing in the tree. He points down at you, and his mask, the eyes light a flame with fire, and you feel something hit you. Something intangible, but yet it is tangible as it covers your entire body. Yeah, you. And as it hits you, Grellin, you're holding the tree. The tree starts to shake. You hold really tight, and it's sort of like it's like the feeling you're about to throw up, but you manage to hold it down, and you're there on the tree, and the feeling passes over you.
I throw up a lot.
Anything but
From there,
Grellin vomit.
Gobbo above you sort of recoils a little bit and pulls his hand back and cocks his head a little bit, and we're all gonna roll initiative.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he's freaking out.
And he's up here in the trees.
Cue the copyright royalty-free battle music.
Grellin, are you even here? Oh yeah, there you are. What the hell? Where'd you go? I was wondering where you went. Very good.
Copyright-free royalty-free battle music now.
Yes.
Wait, sorry. What do I roll again? Initiative?
It won't roll combat.
There you go. Now you can do it. Wow. Good roll.
Holy
What the
shit.
hell? What the flip?
That's my best roll yet.
God damn it.
Can I just go with since I'm on Gert's head?
Oh yes, I got you.
Yeah. No, I mean I could just go with Gert, like his same turn. Or after. If you want.
Well, are you playing for your seahorse? I mean your
No.
sorry, your
I'm the hat, but I command the familiar.
you can cast spells through
Can
the
the familiar
I
do
think.
things?
Yeah, I think you can cast spells through.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Can a hat do things?
Yeah, so yeah, we'll do that, Raximus. You can go on Gert's turn. No problem.
After Gert, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can decide.
Ooh, Aqua's
Your camera did freeze. Yeah. But you're
Can I fix that really quick?
yeah, of course. Yeah,
turn on.
naturally. Yeah, it was great. It's a perfect pose.
Should've just left it like that, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna search for epic battle music while we wait.
I'm gonna have my familiar like kind of look like he's getting ready to box. Like he's gonna like do this.
Little boxing gloves made from the
Yeah.
goop sort of emerge around from little
Yes.
arms that come out of the ghostly form. And you hear like a
Exactly.
muffled.
But then I'm
This
gonna
is
remind
epic battle
everyone.
music.
I'm gonna remind everyone that I did say he was 20 times more powerful than all of us.
Do you know that? I'm speaking to you telepathically. Do you actually know that he's that much more powerful?
Looking good.
I mean, if he can set this all up, and the bird that one shot something is scared of him, I think we should be scared of him.
No, but he's so small. He's like so puny, you know? Like,
Size means nothing in this world.
yeah, you're right. You were
that
huge
to
and
my
you died to a
axe.
tree. I guess you're right.
I did sort of want to throw up when he looked at me just then, but I
can't help it.
I mean, if you
can't help
couldn't
but-
make Grelin of all people throw up, I think we're all right.
I do throw up a lot. I think it's okay.
I am starting to get the sense we just wandered into the final boss fight.
Yeah.
Like way early. Like way before we were supposed to.
I'm level 4. I hate Gobos. All right, so let's get in this. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm
So
ready.
do we all sense that like Gabo is now pissed and gonna like fight us with that like
You
attack he did?
saw, yeah, so it had a verbal, sorry, most spells, unless I say otherwise, have a sort of verbal and somatic and like material effect. So you see him sort of on the tree, like he like puts his hands together. It's like Naruto, you know, they do the hand thing. Not as intense though. And then you see like a little spark of light as he points at Grelin, who then tenses up on the tree, but then relaxes. And you're not sure what happened exactly, but you do see that happen. And then we all rolled initiative. So actually, Gert, right in the RP, you're up next.
Grelin, are you hurt?
I don't know. I was nauseous, and now I don't know. I don't know what I am because the
Could've
DM
just
didn't
been-
tell me.
Could have just been something he ate.
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
Yeah, that's what you hear. I think, you get the sense you are fine right now. Sorry if that wasn't clear. I'll definitely be like, if there's something ominous, I'll make it very clear that you have an ominous feeling going on. Sorry.
I'm gonna go.
You surpassed his resistance in the metagaming side of things. You rolled higher than what he needed to roll to fail the save. That's how those spells work. Just because it's like you'll see the spells eventually. You'll make a save, and if you don't roll high enough to beat the save, then you get ill effects.
Okay,
You're good.
I'm fine.
I'm going to try.
But yeah, you're like
I'm going
over
to
here.
try something brave. I cast Charm Person upon Gabo.
Okay.
This
Nice.
is a Hail Mary on this one, guys, because he's going to be rolling with advantage. But I'd like to cast Charm Person on Gabo.
Park music.
Okay. No, I was just reading Charm Person to see how
He's
it felt.
reading Charm Person.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, which you are fighting it.
And
It's
we're fighting
charmed
it,
by
yeah.
you. Oh, it's charmed, huh? When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed. Okay, give me 1 second to see if he has any resistances to this.
He is a magic shaman, so probably.
Possibly the final boss of this campaign.
And I'm doing a level 1 spell on him. Like some shit that like introductory bards learn. I'm like, I know what to do, guys.
I mean, listen, this is great. I mean, I love if this shit goes off, I'm gonna be so mad at myself. But yeah, I think you're good to cast this,
Okay.
and it does affect him
Okay.
if it works. Sorry. So okay, it must make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, here's my wisdom saving throw. I'm going to roll it right now as soon as it shows up in my range of vision.
Do I have to do anything to cast this, or?
No, it's just no. How do you cast it though? It does have a verbal and a somatic, so you do have to use your one free hand to cast it. So how does it look?
Fuck. Hear me now, Gabo. We come in peace.
Fuck you! He says back.
Fuck your peas.
Fuck you.
So you mark off that spell slot you already did, my man, and then he obviously passes. Your spell save is 14, so he rolled higher than that. So he doesn't affect him.
Fuck.
And that was your action. So you do have a bonus action.
Vicious mockery. Can I cantrip?
I think that's the rule, is you can cast a cantrip as a bonus action, but not vicious mockery is not a bonus action, it's a regular action. But if there was a cantrip that was a bonus action, you can't cast 2 spells in 1 turn, so you can't use an action to cast a spell and a bonus action.
I gotcha.
But unless it's a cantrip. Yeah. So you can move around, or you can say something, or if you have an item that's a bonus action, or another passive action or something that's a bonus action. You could do that.
No, fuck you.
You could do your Mantle of Inspiration, or you could give someone Bardic Inspiration just as a polite reminder you do have those abilities. Okay, those are bonus
I just
actions
wanted to
you
make
can do.
sure I said fuck you back to him first.
That's free action for you. No problem. That does not consume your bonus action.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give Grellin. I'm gonna do. Let me think. Hold on, let me just think real quick.
Okay, no problem.
Let me just decide between Mantle of Inspiration or Bardic Inspiration.
Raximus, you're up next. Just keep in mind, it's not going to be like you don't have full capabilities on your turn, but you let me know what you think you want to do, and we'll see what is possible given your condition.
I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll do. Can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
So essentially, you're just
okay. I'll
yeah,
do
you're
Bardic Inspiration on Grellin.
perfect. No problem. What do you say to inspire him?
Fuck him up, Grellin!
Nice.
Fuck him up!
That's it. I love that. Hell yeah. So you hear his voice on the tree. Grellin, you feel empowered all of a sudden. And what that gives you is an inspiration die. So for the next 10 minutes, you can add
Rip his heart out!
I think it's 1d4. What does that roll? 1d6. Perfect. So you get 1d6, and you can add that. You get a 1d6 to add to an ability check, attack roll, or saving.
All right.
And you can do it after the roll as well.
I worry that Gorbo's about to like attack Grellin, and I think that could help. Essentially, that's what I'm thinking.
Good insight. Okay, Raximus, what were you thinking you wanted to have on here?
Okay, I'd like to let me know if I can do this.
Yeah.
I'd like to have my familiar do a little dance, almost like a dance.
Yeah, I think he can do that.
I want to like put the song of the Spice Girls. What do you want? Really, really want. And I want to also know what Gorbo is thinking and what his intention is. Can I do that? Can I like actually let?
Oh, you want to try to just make an you don't have a character sheet. I can do it for
I
you.
don't have a character sheet, but I just want to try to read his mind, essentially. And the little elephant guy is just going to do a dance for fun.
It's
You do
important we
have-
specify the dance.
You do have detect thoughts, and I will say you're able to do it.
I'd like to detect
Your spells look weird.
what Gobo, what his true intention is, and the history of Gobo.
Okay,
But also, I want my familiar to do a dance.
that's totally acceptable. The dance is the communion that fuels the magic.
Yeah.
You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. This is your first action you're doing right now.
Yes.
Okay, so so for this first round, you get the sense that you get surface level thoughts are like arcane explosion. If you think you get the sense that there's going to be an arcane explosion, that's the surface level thought that you get.
Can I? is there like my bonus? Can I dig deeper? I want to.
You can next turn. That's essentially what the
Okay.
spell is saying. It's like on each one of your turns as an action, you get deeper and deeper into their thoughts.
All right.
If I'm pretty sure. I'll check one more.
Can I let all the other three know that I sense this?
That's the bonus action. Absolutely, you can. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I do. And
How do you describe it? What do you say to describe it to everyone?
I'm going to say like I have a feeling that he's doing some sort of arcane explosion. Yes, some form of arcane explosion. And then the familiar can stop his dance and just sit down and do smoke rings again.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
I'm just reading this to keep okay, great. Okay. All right, cool. And after that, we are at Gobo's turn. Gobo, having just unsuccessfully tried to cast a spell towards you, Grellin, is going to stand up very straight where he is right now. There's a lot going on with Gobo.
Okay.
He's got some stuff. He's gonna do it. He stands up straight. He puts his hands in the air, straight up. Puts his head back. You see the flatness of the wood tilt back on his face. He opens his mouth and shouts, and from his mouth, a giant cloud of smoke launches into the sky and gets bigger and bigger, and lightning starts to crackle in and around the smoke. And he's going to cast Call Lightning
That's not an arcane explosion.
right here.
What the fuck?
Above you, this giant purple screen gray smoke cloud emerges with a giant thunderous and shakes the trees as birds and wildlife scatter for their lives. A bolt of lightning flashes down from the point towards Gert. Actually, he's gonna cast it in between both of you. I'll say this: where did you imagine your guys? Is this how you imagine your guys to be standing right now?
Yeah, we were like in conversation with the guy, like looking up the tree. Like,
I know. You're right.
look, I'd love to try to.
Okay. Both of you guys make a dexterity saving throw as you look up at the sky. This giant purple bolt of lightning is rocketing down towards you. You have a split second to try to react. Dexterity saving throw.
Come on.
What is this?
I need you now, dexterity saving throw, more than ever.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
I have danger sense. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells. To gain this benefit, you can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Whoa. Nothing makes me happier than seeing one of my players do some reading and bringing up their own skills on the battlefield. Let's go, bro. You have advantage on this roll. You see Gert dive out of the way and instinctively gives you the sense to do the same. Nice. You both manage to dive out of the majority of the blast of lightning. However, you're still going to be taking 3d10 lightning damage. Sorry, half of that. You're both gonna take 11 damage.
Jesus Christ!
Oh wait, hang on. So sorry. There you go. 8 damage. 8 damage. 8 lightning damage.
Not great. I'm gonna be honest, guys.
Not great.
As it hits the ground and you dive away from it. Okay, and then that was his action. And for his bonus action, he is going to look around and see that Grelin is getting closer to him. He is going to just hold, actually. He's just going to hold. He sees you coming. He's aware that you're coming towards him. He's sort of holding there, prepping himself for your arrival. Keep that in mind. That's the sort of vision. He sort of assumes the stance. He's trying covers himself a little bit from the cloud of lightning. And we're going to keep it rolling here with the Grelin. It's your turn.
Was Grelin hit by that?
No, it landed right here. So where I'm pinging on the map. That's where the lightning shot down from.
Can I attempt to leap at Gobo violently?
So it was like 60 feet up.
Him and pull him and fall all the way down with him.
Oh my god, the full commitment. That's like 60 feet.
Would that kill me?
I think it would definitely. Let me take a look at
that
what
inspiration, Aqua.
that's true. You
I'm feeling very inspired.
So every 10 feet would be 1d6. So if it's 60 feet, it would be 6d6 of bludgeoning damage you both would take if you both fell. So you do have to climb up the rest of your movement speed to reach him. And then what I'll say is you'll make an athletics check, a strength athletics check to try to grapple him.
What's the total damage of a 66?
36.
You won't roll a 30. Come on, you won't get 36.
I'm going to reconsider my plan.
Come on, you won't get a
shout.
Hey, Grelin! Get him down to the ground!
Grelin, get him down here so we can kill his ass.
I'll catch you.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump up, try to grab him, and just fall all the way back down.
Okay. So first,
Dwarf, you better catch me.
so here's the thing: if you fail, so as you're preparing this, you are an athletic creature. So you would get the sense that the way you have to do this is if you miss, you are going to be the one falling, and he will not.
Right.
So you
miss.
you see the space, and you observe that if you miss, you're going to try and pretty much climb and then throw yourself at him to grapple him successfully, and then fall down together. That's your plan. But you know that if you miss, you're going to fall yourself by yourself. Okay.
Grelin!
Yeah. Make
Miss.
you do it. Wait, you do have that dice? True. Okay. Go ahead and make a strength athletics check.
He's really gonna do it, Kobold.
He did have like a free action. He still has bonus, so he's going to use that
Do
to
I get
to-
advantage?
No, you do not get
Because
advantage.
of the inspiration?
No, that lets you add a d6 to the roll you get if it's too low or you don't think it's high enough.
Yeah,
So before you add the d6, before you add the d6, it's only 8. I don't know if it's worth it.
yeah, I use the D6. Why not?
Maybe Gobo will roll a 1.
That.
Maybe he'll
this
roll a
point-
1.
At this point, you're dead. So
I think save it for one of your saving throws.
Wow.
you should have rolled. You should have used it.
He still,
Smoke from that
He
pipe
still
when
can.
we weren't looking.
he still can. He still roll it if he wants.
Can I? Yes, I want to do it.
Yeah, go for it.
What do I do?
Absolutely. You just roll 1d6. You have to roll 2. There it is. Oh my fucking god. He rolled a 1. Gabo rolled a 1. He crit failed the save. Oh,
Who's a bit of
no.
goblin now?
They're both terrible.
Yeah, but I'm
fucking
slightly
sucks.
better than him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. This is great.
That's huge. That is huge.
You grab him. You successfully grapple him. Your plan was to fall 60 feet with him. So do me a favor and roll 66.
Roll 1d.
See 66. Yeah, slash R
roll
6. Oh, you should just be able to wait. Hang on. Slash R 66. Yeah. No, you just I think you just typed
6.
I think you just typed you literally just typed 66, which scared me for a second cuz I was like, "Damn. You might both be
Maximum damage.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you got it. Yep. So 18. You take it. You both take 18 damage.
I'm alive.
Barely.
I have 3 HP.
Well, no, when they're falling.
So yeah, what you guys see, how do you want to do that? How do you describe this? Go ahead.
We're falling, wrestling, tumbling in the air. I'm punching his head as we're falling. And I say, Chodius, catch us. On the way down.
I want to look up, and what's the orientation of the fall?
You hear that as
Him, so he's facing down.
so you see Grelin
me.
climbing up the tree faster than you've ever seen him move before. You wonder where that performance was back on the cliffs a few days ago. He climbs up the tree. The momentum he's gathering is scaring you. The way it looks is he's going to try and tackle him off the tree, and he does so. As soon as he is about to collide with Gabo, you hear him shout that. And as you're watching them both, they both grab each other and they tumble down. And before you can do anything, you're just standing there watching as they fall and hit the forest floor as a bunch of leaves and roots sort of around them. You don't have time to react.
Oops.
Hitting the ground at the bottom of the tree will put you guys right here. You both recoil, or at least you hear Gobble go, and all the air sort of leaves his lungs as he hits. You both sort of separate upon landing, and you both sort of recoil a little bit. He sort of stands a little hunched, rubs his shoulder a little bit. Doesn't look two-phased. But you're unsure if it's the will to fight or if his armor is covering too much of his body to really see any true wound. Great. That was your turn. Anything? Any remarks? How does your character feel when he hits the ground?
Hurt.
Very true. I can imagine that being.
Can I say to him, can I talk?
Yeah,
Still in my...
go for it.
Okay. We just want to ask you some questions. Enough with the lightning. We don't want to hurt you.
I'm gonna kill you!
Fall.
Trodius, it's your turn. He interrupts you to say that. It's like cool and calm. It's not like a panicked voice. He's just like, I'm gonna kill you.
You're trying to minor inconvenience of making you fall 60 feet out of the tree. You're trying to persuade him. I'm gonna kill you. Can't I do? All right, I guess that would be a turn to do that.
Yeah, I mean that would be your action was to grapple him, and you fell, and then I mean if you have a bonus action of something going on, you could do.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be it for you. It's Trodius' turn though. Finally, I'm sure he's excited.
Put that axe in his head! Trodius. Kill this asshole!
I couldn't catch you, Grellin. I needed him to take the damage. And then I'm gonna rush forward with my axe in hand while also biting my lip and enraging myself. It really hurts.
Mark off that rage. Use your bonus action to go into a frenzy. I mean, not a frenzy, it's just a normal rage.
I don't. Where is?
We're all gonna die.
There. And then I'm gonna take my axe and I'm gonna bring it down on him.
Make an attack roll.
Well, because I mean that should be with advantage. He's very stumbled and hurt after falling 60 feet out of a tree.
Make an attack roll.
So no advantage.
No advantage. Just make an attack roll. Oh, you didn't even need it. You didn't even need it. Very impressive. That does meet his armor class. So you do bring your axe down on him. You want to roll for damage? Go ahead.
Yes.
You rolled a 2 on the die. You can see that by clicking where it says 1d8 in the chat box. It'll actually drop down for you and show it. So,
yes.
and I know that matters.
It's a good thing I have the feat of savage attackery.
Yeah, re-roll. Let's click damage again.
That? Gert says, what the fuck is that?
And that time you rolled a 3.
Yes.
Which one are you choosing?
The 3.
Just kidding. Okay, so you sort of
The lower one.
you rush in as you see this. You're stunned for a brief second as you hear Grellin's call and you watch them fall and land. But in that instinct, you remember to react and you charge forward, bringing your axe down onto him. He reacts in a way that he doesn't catch the full blade, but does still take the damage, the 7 damage. You do hit part of his hide leather chest plate, but you feel that some of it does pierce through to flesh.
Yes.
Oh.
I've hated you since I saw you, Gobo.
I'm gonna kill you too!
I'd like to see you try. It's gonna take more than some lightning.
All right, and that is gonna bring us.
My turn.
Yeah, that's gonna bring us to Gert and Raximus. Gert, you can go first, or Raximus, we can do another. We can do another descent into his thoughts if you'd like.
Okay,
Before he does a turn.
Yeah, sure. I'll descend into his thoughts.
But what's the familiar doing?
What kind of
The
damage
familiar.
is the familiar
Listen, the familiar is essentially how he's able to cast these spells. The fact that the familiar is in the material plane with you right now is sort of his breach to the magic. So what is your thing doing?
Doing the Macarena as he's dancing. He'll just do a little Macarena, you know.
All right, so it's gonna make he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw against your spell saving.
Yes, exactly.
Dude.
And I want to dig deeper into this goblin's mind.
He rolled a 10, which fails. Okay, you now gain insight. So The target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates, if it's these spell it. Okay. Either way, the target knows you're probing into his mind. So he's aware that you've now probed his mind, but you gain this knowledge. Okay. First, you get the first is its reasoning. You get this flood of feeling of purpose, following the right path, the truest path, being true to oneself. Then its emotional state, rage, but calm. Something that looms large in its mind, a name or a word pops into your head. Marslephinus. I'll say it one more time. I'll say it one more time.
We do not belong at this point.
I'll say it one more time. Marslephinus.
We skipped the entire campaign.
No, you didn't. You honestly didn't, you guys. You honestly didn't. You're right where you need to be right now. I promise. I swear to God.
I like pretending
I swear
that
to
we're
God.
not.
I know. It's fun, but I don't want to psych anyone out too much. I will listen.
Us out. I like being.
You know what? Let me rephrase that. You're not exactly where I hoped you would be, but who isn't where they need to be exactly all the time, right? Okay, that was hang on. That was what looms large in its mind.
Oh, okay.
That was you get the feeling that it's something that it worries over, and then you get and then another word pops into your head, narwhal, and you get hatred associated with that one. So you get Marslephinus, worry, and you get narwhal, hate, and then you hear, then you get you see a picture of a planet floating in space, and the word Hitrai floats into your mind, and that's love. That was the worries over, loves, and hates. So you've gotten the full depth of your mind probe, and you may use your other.
The intro. Try, I think.
It's the name of the planet you're on, actually. Yeah.
Yes, that's the planet.
Hearing it would trigger that memory that you would know that. Hearing that word, you would know that is the planet you are living. Hitrai. So it's it's Hitrai technically.
Did you relay this information to
That's
us?
what I was going to ask. Thanks for reminding me.
Relay the information to them, and I tell them that Gobo might be doing this for a reason, and maybe we should have just found the critical hole, like the scroll said.
I hate this goblin fuck.
I'm gonna kill him.
And just like with the trees,
All right, it's a gob.
my
okay.
elephant guy kind of sits down and realizes that the little kids are gonna probably die for it, and it's just how it is.
Shut up, you dead elephant bastard! We're killing this piece of shit.
And with my last
This goblin for death.
my last little bonus action, I think he's gonna blow another smoke ring. He's out of his trunk this time, though. I want to.
Let's go.
But it's just a ring. It's not of an elephant.
No, it's just a ring this time. No, just a ring.
Are you of sufficient level to blow smoke rings of that stature?
Okay, I want to blow several smoke rings so it looks like a target, like a small one and then a big one and a big one out my nose. And then my turn's over.
You do it with ease.
I think it's Gert's turn. Okay.
It's sort of like
For our lives as kings rolls to make cool smoke rings.
Okay, does anyone else have any comments they like to make? I'm gonna move on to Gabo's turn.
No,
If
it's
not,
Gobo
it is
again?
Gabo's turn. I'm pretty sure didn't Gert go?
No, because
Gobo
Oh, you
just
went. Sorry.
Yeah,
Raxmus
you
just
said
went.
I could go before.
That's fine. I needed more time to think anyways.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
totally stalling, so go ahead. It's your turn.
Let's go. I cast blindness / deafness on Gobo.
Ooh. Magic.
So many cool spells. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, I don't have any
This
weapons
bard.
anymore in this fight, so I just have to.
You don't use weapons. You're a spell
I do.
guy.
I have a magic sword that you took from me.
You did take it back.
I like to think you're having this conversation as like Chodius is
I
like
am.
attacking.
I am having this conversation in mid-fight. Oh, I can help you if I had my magic fucking sword.
All right, blindness or deafness.
Plenty of magic without it. You're fine for now.
So go ahead and
Probably better off like this.
go ahead and mark off another spell
hiding it
slot.
at
His magic sword. He just walked away and then turned invisible.
All right, I changed my mind. I want to cast invisibility.
Okay, no problem. That's totally fine. Yeah, he can change his mind.
Hey, no, make him blind and deaf.
I can change my mind.
I'll allow it.
I wasn't even in character that conversation.
If you're talking, that's character enough to me.
I encourage you to blind and deafen him.
I encourage you to give me my sword back and not glue my hand to my stomach.
All right.
All right, I just throw the sword back to him.
Well, on your turn you can do that.
On your
but that,
turn you
that would
could.
take an action
Wait
at
for that,
Sentry.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
we're in combat right now. Sorry, I felt bad. Hexloom just messaged me. I was like, this is so much fun. It's like, yeah, which is
Yeah, if
not.
only we had an extra person to be here with us, guys.
Okay. Are you casting invisibility or blindness deafness? You're,
Oh yeah, I'll cast blindness deafness.
All right.
I just wanted him to sweat a
no
little
problem.
about his
I was
poor
sweating.
decisions.
One creature that you see within range makes a constitution. Okay. So he's going to make a constitution saving throw. Failed.
Nice.
Huge. You get to now choose blind or deaf.
I want him. Raximus. Raximus.
Yes,
Can blind or deafen him? What would best suit us?
blind him.
Obviously blind.
I'm sensing I should deafen him.
Please blind him. I urge you to blind him.
Only I had a magic sword to help me decide.
I hate this guy.
If I blind him, I blind him.
Okay, very good.
Thank God.
So you get the sense that it did work and that he's blind now. Nothing else changes other than a sudden you see Gobo suddenly stand up very straight and his hands sort of reach out in front of him, but he reacts and catches himself. Sort of his hands are out in front of him, but he's like not in a panicked position still. He almost like he's like composing himself where he's standing.
He's one with nature.
Can I? Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I also move?
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely you can. Yeah, you guys are still standing under this lightning cloud that above you is like.
Yeah. Oh, 30 feet right there. Okay,
you go.
I'm gonna move right there. Whoop!
That's it.
I scurry away after my little spell.
All right. No problem. Anything else?
Can I do it? I mean, I can't do thunderclap, right? 'Cause that's another spell.
Nope, exactly right. Yeah, unless it's a cantrip.
Nope. Oh, I
You
could
could
do.
do-
I could do a.
you could do
bonus
a-
action, right?
You can do bonus action. No, you can. No, you can't do. You can't do an action spell and a bonus action spell unless it's a cantrip. Unless the bonus action spell is it. But you can do bardic inspiration. You can do that every bonus action.
I'll just do bardic inspiration.
You can choose one of the boys and let me know what the inspirational words are.
Give it to the elephant. He needs more smoke rings.
God, he could do such a cool dance if I.
Give him bardic inspiration. What's that other thing I have besides bardic inspiration? What's that other inspiration?
Let me take a look real quick.
I'm trying to find it, but I can't.
You have your enthralling performance, but that's for when you do a
Mantle
short
of
rest.
inspiration, right?
That's pretty much what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh yeah, oh wait, that's different. You're right. Temporary HP to up to 3 creatures you can see as a bonus action within 60 feet. Use one of your bardic inspirations. I'll mark that off for you there. Perfect. So you guys all get 5 temporary HP, and now you can all right now, if you want to, move without provoking opportunity attack.
Wait, that wasn't a bardic inspiration, right? That was a mantle of inspiration.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. Mantle. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so I still have 2
wait.
bardic inspirations. But I still have 2 bardic inspirations then, right?
No, that uses one of your bardic inspiration.
Oh, it's like part of bardic
Yes.
inspiration?
Indeed. Yeah, it can't just be an unlimited
okay.
free HP every turn. That would be broken, right? Come on.
Yeah, that'd be fucked. I thought I found a hack.
Almost. But yeah, so you guys each
All
get
right.
5 temporary HP, so you add it to the left one on your on your character sheet. And do you guys want to move, Grellin, Odious? Do you want to move?
No.
Okay. No problem. That's your turn. Very good. We are off to Gobo. He's blind now. He can't see.
I mean, personally, I would have moved while he was blind, but it's fine. Whatever.
Bled, but you know.
Like the whole point.
He didn't get disorientated, so he still has a sense of what direction everything was before he went blind.
It's fine.
That was that perception check.
Around at a different
Yeah, I mean, I
spot.
would have just moved a few feet.
Move around.
It's
Around
past.
behind him.
Sorry.
Yeah, could have done that. Same.
Yeah. All right. I will live with this decision.
Or die.
Of not moving? Oh, okay. That's fine.
We will die with this decision.
All right, so because he can't see, sort of happens all at once. You point, you make him invisible, and then as you're casting Bardic Inspiration, you feel the blindness sink in. And as he snaps up forward, you see the cloud above him dissipate instantly with a giant flash. And instead, you hear wind starting to pick up. And leaves around his feet start to swirl in a circular motion. The wind gets stronger and stronger. As you have to, at one point, bring up your arms and brace Trodius and Grellin as this wind is now berating you. He's going to cast
I'm
Warding
as
Wind.
stout as a mountain. No wind can move me.
The wind proceeds to move him.
He's going to cast it right there. So you guys are both within that range. He's casting it around himself, centered on himself. You're not exactly...
Health right now.
It's fine. So
5.
no, it's all good. You guys don't take any damage. Nothing is hurting you, but you can't hear through the wind. And it's you are definitely having trouble keeping your footing. So you're now considered being in difficult terrain. And you have the feeling that if you were trying to attack in this field, you would have trouble doing so.
One would say disadvantage.
Come on, I was trying not to make it obvious. Trying to keep the RP alive. All right.
I see.
And that would be his action. For his bonus action, he's going to back himself through here, duck behind the tree, and then he's going to take a hide action. You guys can make perception checks. Try and see where he goes with disadvantage because you're out inside the circle. Okay.
Perception check?
You do not get this. You are too far. You are too far away to observe. You can make one at disadvantage. Oh yeah, you're already okay. Perfect.
What's going on over there?
Gone.
All of us?
He's gone. You don't see him anymore. He disappears. Disappears. He steps behind a tree, and you lose visual. As this whirling wind is.
Asshole got away from you.
How did he know where to go? He can't see. It's difficult terrain. He's gonna be running into trees and shit.
Where's Garbo, guys? Did you kill him?
He is a shaman.
Did
He
you
is
kill
seeing
him?
with his third eye.
Guys,
Clearly.
did you kill Gabo? I blinded him. Did you get him?
It's your turn.
My turn?
Yes.
Wait, what's my total HP now?
I think your total is 21, but you got 5 additional temporary HP points, so you can add that to the left. On top of the 3, you can add the 5.
No,
Okay, so I have 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
I would like to walk over to Chodius.
Okay, you sort of just make him out through the wind. You make your way over to him.
Chodius.
You have to shout over the wind to be heard.
I can't see him anymore. Maybe we should go find the cave.
Great job bringing him down, Grellin. It's time to finish this fight.
Yeah. All right.
And I'm gonna tell Grellin to hold on to the back of me. Not like carry him, but like grab onto my shoulder.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
can
forgot
I
to do
like
that.
hop on his back and like hold his neck like this?
Yes, if you want to.
Like a little
You want to be a backpack?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're letting him do this.
Piggyback ride.
Chodius, you're allowing him to grapple you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll allow it. That's fine. You can just hop on. You're on there now.
I'm on there.
You're on there. You're on the back of Chodius. That'll be your movement and your bonus action.
Don't tell the kobold.
Okay, you still have your action if you want.
I say, into the woods. I'm like, it's like the classic character of, you know, like a little goblin on top of like a brutish guy who can, and the goblin like controls him.
Oh,
That's, you know.
controls. Whoa, that's
Holding them by the
I mean,
beard,
not
by the
like
beard
that
braids.
totally, but
Yes. Holding
okay.
onto my beard, he guides me from the back.
That, Grellin, is that all you want to do with your turn?
ratatouille him in the woods.
yes, I don't know what else to do right now.
All right, you guys are stacked on top of each other. He's holding you in a way where you're not quite as being buffeted by all the wind as much, but he's taking the brunt of it. And that's gonna be your turn. And Chodius, you're up. You're up.
I saw the direction he went. Correct?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He walked behind the tree. You saw him step behind the tree. That's right there. And that was the last you saw
I
him.
think he's standing behind that tree.
He can't move any further because of the wall.
Oh, there's a wall there. Oh, I see. You're trying to move
think so.
forward. You should be able to move now.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Sorry guys. I didn't know that. Let me know about that next time.
I'm through the tornado. I'm all like, carrying him behind me, and I come around the tree. I'm like,
Make a perception check.
Very descriptive.
a lot of grunting.
You think you see movement in a bush nearby you? Do you strike?
As my bonus action, I'm gonna reach down, grab some dirt, and throw it at the bush.
Okay. You managed to grab a few hefty pebbles in there as well. You throw it at the bush, and it hits the bush, and you can see the leaves disperse, and there's nothing in the bush.
Shit.
Make one more perception check. Okay,
It's even worse.
that's fine. I just wanted to give you that's your action in that case.
Again.
Is that even a bush? What is that?
Gert, you're up next.
Can I move first and then do my actions?
Yeah, you can do any order.
Okay, seeing the clouds dissipate and some shit going on over there, I'd like to.
Yeah, the
like
clouds
to run
above
back.
you dissipated, but then out of the woods, there's like this big wind, like it's like a tornado, but like not as intense and not moving. It's just
Right.
standing still. Yeah.
I just saw my friend. I just saw my friends. I saw Grellin
Piggyback.
jump on,
Yeah.
jump onto Chodius's back and, and just drag onto the. Okay, I'll move. I can move 30 feet. It says.
Yep. You take your action to dash, and you can move 60 feet, but you use your action.
Nah, I don't want to use my action to dash. I'll just move 30 feet.
No problem.
Just move up.
You do so. That was your movement.
Okay. Didn't really think this out.
Make a perception check if you want. Let's try and see where we don't see Gobo right now. When you walk up, all you see is these two guys through the wind, which is like you barely are making them out. The only reason you see them is because Grellin is poking over the wind a little bit. His ears are sort of poking out of the top, so you can make out of the form.
You know what? I forego my action and I move. Can I double? Like I can move another 30 feet.
Yep, exactly right. It's like a sprint.
Forgo my action. I wanna move up.
Yep,
I wanna.
and then you have your bonus action still after that.
I'm gonna
Okay,
charge
not
up to
move then?
here.
Okay, good.
Can they hear me at this point? Am I close enough? They're out of the wind on the other side.
The wind is still between you two right now, technically, so they cannot hear you. You
can't
could,
hear me.
if you want to try to shout something, you can
I'll tell-
try.
I'll tell.
Can I tell Raximus?
Yeah, absolutely, you can. Yeah,
I will
absolutely.
explain to him and tell him that if he wants me to tell them, I can tell them telepathically.
You see the goop,
Can I-
the little goop is like still floating around you, doing the Macarena,
Okay.
and it triggers this
Can
memory
I,
inside
tell me
your
if
head.
I can. Tell me if I can do this or not.
Okay, I like it.
Raximus, I'm going to throw my metal rod as hard as I can through the wind. Tell Grellin to pick it up and smash it into Gorbo's feet and click the button. Tell him pick up the rod, smash it into Gorbo's feet.
Oh, so now I get the rod back.
Okay, that's your message.
Don't tell him any of that. Fuck him.
Are you sure? Wait, that was your message? That was your message. That's what you told him to tell you,
I already
okay?
heard it.
Yeah.
That was it. So
I'm gonna
are
take
you
the metal rod. This might be
gonna-
the biggest mistake of my life. I don't know why I'm even
just so you
helping
know,
Grellin
this
whatsoever.
wind is like
Exactly.
going
I'm going
crazy
to
in front of you.
I'm gonna hear that, and I'm going to relay. Are you sure that wind is pretty strong?
I'm no longer sure. Never mind. This is. You're right. This is a dumb idea.
Off a 60-foot tree, just throw it. It'll be fine.
Fucking dumb idea. Never mind.
The rod is also
stupid.
not sharp or anything, so it is sort of tough to pin someone
Yeah.
down with it. Yeah.
Feeling like it could be pretty tough.
As you're about to launch this, you sort of recoil and have a second thought, but now you're still there. You still have your bonus action, but this is it. No more dialogue. Bonus action or move on.
What? Okay. What can I do for bonus actions?
Well, if you just want to say something instead, you can do. But
My bonus action is.
you
Never
could do
mind.
healing word. You could do last bardic inspiration, if you want.
Never mind. Healing word. Healing
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, you could heal.
Heal me.
Yes.
Gremlin just fell out of a tree. Yeah. Or yourself. It's up to you, bud.
I just keep helping this Grellin guy, and he just won't give me my fucking sword back. I'm gonna frustratingly continue to help this fucking asshole.
Yes.
Gonna frustratingly fucking heal this guy
Go ahead.
with Bardic Word.
Yeah, we don't need that stupid.
Wait, using healing word. Okay, yeah. So mark
Yeah,
off
sorry.
first.
Healing
No
word.
worries. And you can just I'll click it so it shows up in your spell slot.
trying to
and
find
then I got you. It's in the chat already. Just click the healing in the chat. I'll make the adjustments.
Nothing happened.
You didn't click healing in the chat.
Yeah, I clicked it. Nothing's happening.
You don't get all the prompts to roll something else.
Nah, I'm clicking it a million.
Okay,
Oh,
I got you. Don't worry.
thank you.
No worries. I don't know. It feels good to roll your own dice. I don't want to do it for you, but I'll do it if I have to.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Okay, so there you go. Roll 7. You heal 7.
Yes. I have 15 health.
How does your healing word take effect?
Give me my fucking sword back.
You hear these words and you brace, anticipating, the feeling you had before when you heard Gert's words in your head, but this time they're pleasant and they warm you up and you heal from it instead. How nice.
I'm going to
Asshole!
ignore the sword request and enjoy
fucking
my
guy.
heal.
Never done. I'm never gonna heal this guy.
Add
again.
7 onto your
I'll
hit
give it
points.
to him later. I'm a little busy
Fucking
right
blind Gorbo.
Did you already mark off a first level? Did you mark off a slot for that one?
I didn't mark off anything
I'll do it
for that.
Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, I
You have-
couldn't find it.
No worries. You have 1 first level slot left and 1 second level slot left. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Yep.
All right, excellent. You did a little healing, did a little fighting. Raximus, you did some stuff this turn. You sort of went back and
Yes.
forth, and you gave them that. Let me see if we have any further digging we can do here with your mind spell. Who doesn't like the good old lore drop? Do you want to think about any more of its thoughts?
Sure.
What specifically do you want to think about? Trying to think about.
You do be thinking.
I want to see why he's doing all this. There's some reason why he's pulling a sheet over our eyes. He's not telling us the truth. I
Can you be
wanna
more
see why he's
specific with
lying.
your? You want to see why he's lying? You want to get a sense for why?
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see why he's lying. Why is he telling us this? What he's telling us.
Okay, a little vague. So I'm gonna have him make a wisdom throw, saving throw. It was very good this time. Upon trying to field for those thoughts, you are met with the feeling of cold, stone, and unliving as your connection with his mind breaks, and you no longer have access to his thoughts. Sorry. Too much lore. Okay. Raximus, that's your turn. It's Gobo's turn again. Not having any idea what's going on. Chodius, Grelin, make perception checks for me, please. You do see with that perception check, you do see Gobo cast a spell. He's literally standing. Hang on. Oh yeah, I just lost him as well. Okay, there he is. He was literally invisible. You're standing right next to him. You're surprised you didn't see him before. He was literally around the other side of the tree. He doesn't know what's going on yet because he's still blind. But he did that, and now that's his turn. Okay, very good. Something you saw him cast a spell. It was like this weird greenish but lightish purplish light sort of like appeared in his hands. That's what caught your attention, and then it sort of like engulfed him, but nothing else happened.
Oh.
At the end of his turn, going to try and not be blind anymore. He passes. Okay, so with the healing light, it fades. He snaps up, looks around, sees you guys standing right there beside him. What the fuck? Stop!
No!
So he casted healing light on himself?
You
Stop!
He's gonna run that way. 5, 10. He's gonna run right there. Like almost behind the thing. All right, that's his turn. And then Grelin, up to you. The wind goes away
Nice.
as well.
I'd like to go stealth.
You want to roll for
Kind of,
stealth.
like track him while stealth.
Okay, roll for stealth. And what I'll do is he has a passive perception. So I'll see if you hit that or not. Oh dear. Who's Grelin?
hit it.
Where's Grelin?
Grelin disappears from
You're
Chodius'
just on my back.
Okay, so you slide off of Chodius's back and into the underbrush. It's very thick around here, so it's not hard to conceal yourself.
Yes. And I would like to approach him without anyone else knowing. Can I do that?
Yep, absolutely you can. Did you guys hear me make that roll?
We
Yes.
hear
Okay.
it, but it's a question mark.
Excellent. Okay, do you approach him? You've got movement speed to get there. What are you gonna do as you get closer?
I'd like to restrain him.
Try and grab him.
Grab him.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely have advantage on this in that case. So go ahead as you sort of jump out of the underbrush, exposing yourself. You make an athletics check with advantage. Okay. What do you? You have any words to exchange in your attempted grapple? That's pretty much what he says back. You can't outgoblin me this time.
He's like a cheery little elf. This fucking guy.
He's so different from my goblin. Mine is like a bitter Australian man.
There's two different kinds of goblins. They can be from different parts of the world. I like to imagine.
Slipped away this time.
I like to imagine you popped up and it was like a hand slap fight. Like you went to grab me, like slapped one hand back, another hand slapped that other hand. And you both kind of stood there and looked at each other and exchanged those words. Very good. That would be your action. You still have a bonus action if you choose to do something with it.
Thought that was going invisible.
My bonus action.
Oh, you're right. Yes, you're right. It was the hide action. You're right. Thank you. So you are done.
can't
You are done.
Kiss Gobbo. Okay.
No.
Maybe next turn.
Maybe next turn you can try. Chodius.
I'm gonna try and grab him.
I'll kill you.
I don't know if you're holding this 20 feet measurement right now for anything specific.
No.
Okay.
It's okay.
You're up.
I'm gonna run after.
You can get there. Yeah, you're there.
I'm done with you, Goblin, and I'm going to activate Barbaric Frenzy. My frenzied attack with
Yeah.
the bonus action. And then I'm going to attack him with my axe.
Okay,
You
so
can't run from this.
no problem. Nice. So you're in frenzy. You're frenzy attacking now.
That goes next turn. I start it now.
Well, your action is you. No. I think on each of you can still make an attack this turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not. I don't get my Yeah.
Correct. Because your bonus action was to activate it. But next round, make 2 attacks.
Yes. And I will
Gotta make your attack.
Gobbo.
That's good that you made sure of that. Oh, you rolled a crit. You rolled a 1. You crit failed.
And you hit Grellin in the face.
I think if you were still in the wind, that probably what would have happened. But given that you have such a high bonus to your natural 1 already, it sort of counteracts the crit on your teammate. I don't always just like to, you're not just gonna swing your axe suddenly and hit your teammate like an idiot, especially as level 4, right?
Yeah.
Has to be ulterior situations going on. As much as I would love to have you deal damage to Grelin right now, but you miss.
We all would.
As you swing, your footing is tied up in a bramble, and you get sidestepped, and it gives Gobbo the amplest of milliseconds to sidestep your swing. I'm gonna kill you!
Meant to miss. I'm just trying to scare you.
I'm not scared.
Hate brambles.
I put that there specifically.
I'm done.
Okay. I'm done. Gert, you're up next.
I notice Grellin still has not thrown my only weapon back to me. I am out of spells. I have 1 invisibility left, and I feel like I have no choice at this point.
No.
I've used all of my fucking...
Wait, can I say, wait? I'll throw you the sword.
Wait, Gert, you
Go invisible.
can hold your turn until after Grelin's turn if you want, but that does mean Gobbo will get to go before you guys.
Yeah. That fucking guy.
I've been a bit busy, Kobold.
Yeah, I've been a bit busy healing your ass every round.
Well,
God, I sure wish I could do anything. Can I? How many I can use like an infinite cantrip?
Yeah, absolutely. You do cantrip per turn.
turn.
Cantrip per turn as a default. So Vicious Mockery absolutely could be used to deal a little bit of damage.
If you cast message, is it like back and forth, or can I only say something, they say something back, and that's the end of it?
Point your first description which reminds the target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. There you go.
So it's not like back and forth. We can't have a conversation.
It's 1 or 2 times back and forth. It's 1 round, so it's 6 seconds. So depending on your message and the point you're trying to portray, it factors into how much you get to say. But it's up to me to decide ultimately how much is said.
All right, I have one. This is my final attempt.
Okay.
Before I have no way to cause damage anymore, or to do
Godspeed.
anything advantageous but fucking go invisible and run away. I would like to attempt to charm person once more on Gobbo. My 4th use of my 1st level spells. I will
Go ahead, my man.
charm
Make it
person
happen.
upon Gobbo.
Sorry, I have to do something there. So you're using the last of your charm person.
I'm using my final 1st level spell.
You can, yeah, it's fine. I get that. Yes, and now it is. You have marked the last one.
Gobbo, love me. Except with one hand on glued to my stomach by Grellin. Gobbo, love me.
sorry.
Okay. Advantage on a wisdom saving throw.
Jesus Christ.
No, fuck you! I'm gonna kill you. Right now, in fact.
He really gets some good rolls when he needs them. God damn it.
You can see what it's rolling there. I mean, he had advantage. So it was a 17 or a 16.
Okay, as my bonus action, I'm going to fucking run away. Well, guys, I tried my best. What are you measuring? What are you doing?
Good. Run away, my man.
What's Gabo doing?
Nothing. You see him look past you slightly.
The fuck's Gabo up to? Kill him. That's all.
Okay.
That's my move.
All right. Good. All right. Gabo's turn. Surrounded by you two. I mean, just sidestepped Chodius's swing and fended off Grellin's grapple. He is going to point a scrawny, bony, long fingernail finger in Gert's direction. Starts muttering under his breath. Okay. Yeah, he points at Gert, and he has... but he points his finger at you, Gert, in the distance, sort of past you, Chodius. You see he points past you.
I'm kind of like, oh, huh.
Lucky me.
Yeah. So he points his finger at you, and you suddenly notice, Gert, as you're sort of running away, the light around you grows brighter, more illuminated than normally, almost if someone is like shining a reflection of a light where you're standing, like a spotlight.
Oh,
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
I miss you guys.
Okay, you take 10 radiant damage as the light around you gets brighter and brighter and brighter until it's suddenly burning your flesh all around you. Every inch of you is on fire as you're in this pale beam of glowing, burning light and energy.
You in the flashbang earlier.
Okay, you're not a shape changer, so you don't revert forms.
Is that just 10 damage, you said?
That's 10 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Mark off another little thingy there. Okay, good. All right, and then that was his action. Bonus action, he is going to try and poke Chodius in the eyes, but misses. And then he's going to run.
This little fucker.
5, 10, 15. Actually, you know what? Yeah, he would go that way. 15, 20. There you go. Just running away from you. That's his turn. Grelin, you're up next. You said you were going to do something with the sword or something or on your turn or something like that?
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah, he did not hold his turn. Right.
Is the light still going on around him?
Around Gert? Yeah. He's in the center of these, like,
That's
flames.
over with. I don't think I want to throw something at him at this moment. I don't think I should throw a sword at him. I'm gonna try and sneak attack into grabbing him.
Okay, if you wanna sneak attack,
same way, but hopefully I roll better this time.
make a
so well for us.
first stealth check if you're trying to get into sneak attack. Okay, very nice.
Yes.
Let me do a
This guy's
private
a
perception
ghost.
roll real quick.
This guy's a phantom.
You don't know if he saw you or not. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to assume that he didn't, and now I'm
Okay.
going to grab him again.
Or you have advantage on your grapple because he did not see you. So I'm giving you the advantage.
Advantage?
Yes, exactly right. He rolled a 20, by the way. He rolled 1 underneath you for that roll. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad, I think.
2d20, you roll a 7?
Only he had
Love
bardic
this guy.
inspiration, something.
Yeah, if only I didn't already use all my fucking magic.
It's funny you haven't used
inspiration,
any
right?
magic. You are out of inspiration, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry. He was close, but you do not successfully grapple him, and that will end your turn. Chodius, raging,
Run at him!
run, do
Hold
it.
on, Grelin!
Give your
I
2 attacks.
got him.
He sees you coming. You can see through the mask a sense. You get the clearest sense of worry through the wooden mask as he watches you approach.
Lunge at him and grapple him.
Oh, you're gonna try and grapple him. Make an acrobatics. Make a strength athletics check, please. You do not grab
This
him.
fucking goblin.
I
So it's sort of
he
like-
oiled himself up.
So you didn't see Grelin. You didn't see Grelin. So you ran at Gobo, tried to pick him up. At the same time, Grelin emerged from the nearby bush, and both of you fumbled each other. And Gobo just had to step back and kind of avoid each of you.
You touched my ass.
Yes. I touched it. And I was impressed.
Okay, because you didn't attack that round or take damage,
I'm not done.
that was your action.
I'm frenzied. I have a bonus attack.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of it. Okay, you're right. You're totally right. He's totally right. You're right. Go ahead. You have your bonus action.
Yes,
You have your bonus action.
yes.
That was your action to try and grapple. So this is your bonus action.
Now
Very
I
clever.
attack him.
Very good. Very good. Very good. 15 is enough.
Low IQ gameplay.
Go ahead and roll for damage. We're gonna add 2 to that for your rage, so you do 11 damage.
But I'm gonna roll again because I have the furious attacker.
That's true. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, you rolled a 5. You rolled a 5.
Yes. I wouldn't mind trying to get a 6 or more.
Yeah.
Get an 8.
Okay, I didn't, so I'm gonna take the 11.
You do 11 damage. So similar blow like before, you bring it in. It does. You do feel it sort of break through some of the hide armor and connect with flesh.
Oh.
Ooh, he's just gonna have to heal up next turn.
It recoils a little bit as he shrugs off your blade. You're gonna pay for that, you ugly dwarf.
I like him.
I thought he was gonna say you ugly fuck.
Brayden, it's your turn. Starting your turn in the circle means you have to make another saving throw. And it was, what was it? It was Constitution again, please.
So a Constitution saving throw.
Yes. Oh, the natural 20. No additional bonus. Oh, wow. Okay, you still take half as much damage, I think.
Rip.
So give me 1 second to pull that up. All right, so you take half of 17, so you take
All
9
right,
damage.
so yeah.
9.
Yep, take 9
Yep.
damage.
It didn't matter how much damage I took.
Okay. You go down. You go down. Okay. So yeah, so as this light sort of gets hotter and hotter and heats your flesh, at one point the light actually turns into this sort of white fire that attaches itself to your flesh. You realize it's not attached to yourself; it's coming from your flesh. You're burning, and in that instant, you pass out. Oof.
Since it's my turn as well.
That's true. That's true. It's true. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't
Go ahead.
know. Wasn't he on my head? I mean, what's that
that's
hat
what I was about
doing?
to ask.
He's sort of in limbo between his familiar still. So he's still tethered. You still have a connection to this world right now, Raxman.
Okay.
Damn, that's the
Can I-
strongest hat.
Can
Not
I
wrong.
use my healing powers to try to help my fellow Gert who just barely, or does that not work? Like if I heal him, does it bring it back from unconscious?
It does. It does. I'll allow it.
Okay, I don't have the
Your character sheet. I will observe
roll
it.
for me?
Yes.
Bert-
But what
Bert is
spell
still
would you like
burning,
to?
Is he not?
That's irrelevant right now. What would you like to? What would you like to do? Cure wounds?
Right, my familiar. What is
Cure
it?
wounds? I
Yeah, I
got
want
it.
to heal wounds. I want my familiar to do like a kind of like a dance from outside, and then his smoke ring that he blows is gonna blow right onto him and absorb around Gert.
Gert, you heal for 14 HP, and you wake up on fire.
Still on fire. I will continually bring you back as you.
That's why I was like, yeah, I'll allow it.
Let me fucking die! I want to die!
Why'd you do that? Why'd you bring me back?
I want my familiar to do like the disco while this is going on.
He does so,
Like
man. He does so.
celebrating him burning.
Why are you sad?
And I'm done. My turn's over. That was a good turn.
Damn, you could have done that the whole time. Jesus. That was a strong heal. That is crazy.
Okay, it's Gabo's turn.
And we're all dead.
Who said, hmm? Listen,
I don't
man.
think he has it in him.
You have something to say to him, and you're passing 6 seconds?
Before that tree killed you?
Come on, Goblin, don't you have something better than that lightning? Or are you just gonna run away again?
You see his eyes meet yours from behind the mask. Slivers of fury, of red goblin energy match your eyes. You hear a mutterance from behind his mask. It's not coming from behind his mask, though. It's coming from behind you. You spin around. Nothing's there. You turn back around. There's nothing around you. You're surrounded in darkness. All you can hear is Gabo's voice. I've got something much better for you, Jody.
Oh my god.
I've got a task that you're going to perform for me. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. I know where this is going. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, wait a second. Hang on. Wait a second. Does raging give you immunity to charm? I don't think so. I don't think it does. Sorry. Continue. Make your save.
No.
I want you to kill Grillin. And you hear these words echo in your head like a big echo chamber. You feel like you are a droplet of water falling from a sink into a giant ocean, and every time the water breaks surface, you hear, kill Grillin. But then the water freezes in time. It stops just as it's about to break on the loudest utterance you can hear. And you don't hear kill Grellin. Instead, you hear a vibration as the water all around you starts to... And then that one droplet of water explodes suddenly into fire. And you shake the effect off. You open your eyes, filled with blood and rage, as you shrug off the effects of the spell, of the Giga spell.
I'm gonna kill Grellin anyway.
Dude.
Do it! Kill Grellin! Kill Grellin!
One, man. You rolled, I mean, well, meets it, beats it, I guess. So, 2, but... Okay. That was his action.
Control minds.
That was his action. Seeing it not take effect, he's gonna, he sort of takes this different position, more of a bracing position. He's gonna run. He's gonna run that way.
God damn it.
Fuck you, Julius.
Fucking die.
Just running through the forest.
Okay, Grellin, you're
Don't touch my ass again.
I want to roll to touch Chodis' ass. I guess I'll,
free action. You succeed.
I'm gonna throw the sword to the. Just kidding. I'm not gonna.
We're both one of the rulers.
Go stealth again.
It's working so
Go for it. Go for it. Roll for stealth.
One more time.
Roll for stealth. Disappear. Okay. Okay, you rolled your stealth check. You think you're stealth. You think you're as stealthy as you can be.
Approach him again.
What's your plan?
I'm gonna sneak attack.
Okay. You get advantage on you.
Just grapple him before, but now he's trying to get Chodius to kill me. I'm pissed.
So you attack.
It's
You're
on.
attacking him, and if you have advantage on your attack, you get sneak attack. So you successfully stealthed, successfully caught up to him. He did not see you. You do have advantage on your attack. So roll for attack with advantage, and you can add sneak attack damage on top of that, which will be an additional 1d6 if you hit, if you do damage. So roll for attack first.
With the dagger.
Yes, if that's what you're using.
I also have a short sword,
You do.
but I think the dagger would do more sneak attack damage, right?
I don't think it matters necessarily. No, it doesn't matter.
Can I use the magic sword?
The one that you got
Dancing sword?
from Gert?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
My father gave me that sword.
Yeah, you can. I
use
think.
that?
Yeah, I think if you hit attack, it should just let you do an attack roll with the sword. Yeah, go for it.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Oh no, wait,
wait,
hang
it
on. What
did
does this do?
work.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, it did work with the dancing sword. I didn't
Yes.
see that attack.
That's okay. Yeah, you can.
With advantage.
Yeah, please click it and roll with advantage. Yes, thank you. Amazing, beautiful. You rolled a 1 and a 15. Just saying.
Wow.
Just saying. Great advantage work. Woo! That's always a good time.
Looks like the sword suits me pretty well.
You do strike. You emerge from the shadows holding the dancing sword. You meet his armor class. Or you beat it, so you can roll for damage. Ah, that's the problem though. There's no damage roll.
Isn't that sword supposed to like magically shoot up in the air and then stab at him
Yes.
in the air?
It's just a sword, so it has the same stat block as the short sword actually.
I wouldn't expect a goblin
just click
like him
damage.
to know how to use such a sophisticated weapon.
Click damage in the chat.
Clicking it, but nothing's happening.
What? There you go. 11, and then you can do an extra d6 on top of that with your surprise damage.
1d6.
Indeed. Ooh, 15 damage. Brutal.
Wow.
How does your strike play out?
So I was stealth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm inside of a bush
You were, if you wanted to be.
that the goblin is Gobo is next to,
Yes.
and he thinks he's safe. He's looking around, and all of a sudden, just a sword comes out of the bush and stabs him in the gut.
You would try and maintain your.
Bush attacked him.
Do you want to try and maintain your stealth after that?
Yes.
Okay, roll for stealth again after the attack. Just roll for normal stealth roll.
He has no idea.
Oh my god. I gave him an advantage on his roll. He has no fucking idea where that came from. So you reach out and stab him, and it's a deep wound. You like pushed it into his gut with the sword.
Yeah.
And he like recoils back, and you can see instantly like dark liquid starts to come out of his armor and like pull down his pants a little bit as he staggers back. And you can see his eyes like frantically searching the brush for nothing.
Chodius.
I think we are at Chodius's turn. Yeah, Chodius and then Gert
Kill that goblin!
My turn.
I hate
coming up after Chodius. You're on deck. Go ahead. What do you got?
I'm gonna attack him!
Go for it. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. Do damage.
There it is.
You wanna attack again?
I'm gonna keep that one.
Yeah. Do you want to attack again? The other attack?
That's plus rage, correct?
2 + 2 damage, so that's 13 damage, right?
Yes, 13 damage, and then after that, I'm gonna with my frenzied attack as my bonus action. I'll attack again.
Hits. Plus the rage. If you want to reroll, you can. You haven't rerolled yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do my reroll real quick.
Tap damage again. Yep. You got more. Nice. So we got 13 plus 12. We have 20 so damage. He did not even have half of that.
5.
Currently. So how do you want to do this?
I said I was gonna kill you, Goblin.
Fuck you, Chode.
And he doesn't even get the chode out before my axe comes down on him.
Yep. Right in the skull, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck you.
You want to describe it for us?
I'm very upset. Grellin's in the corner sitting in the bush laughing about his amazing strike. And I'm just... I said I was gonna kill you, Goblin!
And yeah, and the first swing, literally he's yelling at you, and it hits into his skull, and you see his eyes instantly snap back into his head, and his tongue fall out of his mouth as his word literally cuts short. You pull it out of his head and bring it down again with another louder, sickeningly deep, as the entire head of your axe is now wedged into his head, essentially, like into his chest. The rage, yeah, so as you're doing that, as that happens, the circle around you fades away instantly. The corpse of Gobo crumples to the ground, and combat is over. And Gobo is defeated.
I'm amazed we won, to be honest.
The corpse of Gobo lies almost severed in half between you two.
Seen God.
I immediately jump out of the bushes and start rifling through his pocket.
Chodis, do you have anything you want to do? You're the one that struck the killing blow.
I'm gonna turn to the bush and be like, I hope he didn't have any information we needed.
Because you're still in your frenzy rage, what that sounds like to Grelin.
Restrain him for the longest time.
So you see Chody as he looks to his sister and he goes, at you.
Yeah, that's it.
I'd like to go invisible.
Okay, you do. You can. The light around you fades. The fire is extinguished. Snap your fingers, go invisible.
I don't know what's going on. I want to immediately go invisible.
Okay, make roll a 1d5 for me, and I'll bring one item. I'll drag one of his items into your inventory, and that'll be the first thing you find.
Oh, me? Them?
Sorry, Grelin. Sorry. Good job, guys, by the way. Great job on that fight. That was huge. It was huge. Okay, the first thing you notice is, because it's the largest thing, like a pair of shackles. You have like this pair of weird shackles that have these runes like engraved all around them, and they're light, but they still rattle like they're very heavy. That's all you know about them right now, so I'm going to add shackles to your inventory. And then, if you investigate them or use an identify spell, I'll reveal to you the full text of the...
Okay.
There you go. Okay, so while you found those, you put them in... Do you want to do anything with those, with the shackles you found or anything like that?
Can I look at them more closely?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to inspect them for like a mechanism or like an arcana, so like magic or mechanical sort of thing?
Mechanical inspection.
Okay. Yep. So you can do. Let me take a look here at your sheet. You have pretty good sleight of hand. You also have. I would say you could give me a sleight of hand to try, because like a dexterity check. So you're kind of like using, kind of looking at it really carefully. Nice. Yeah. So yeah, they have the same runes on each one of the shackles. There's 2 shackles, like so like a long chain, and then on each side there's 2 shackles. The shackles have matching runes on them. The ones on the inside are indicative of trapping magic. So you get the sense that these are magical shackles that can pretty hold someone pretty good in your but you don't get, there's no mechanical function to these other than working like normal shackles. So you don't see a release mechanism or a locking mechanism in that regard. There you go. Anyone else want to do anything on there? Because I'm not going to have you loot his whole inventory in one foul swoop. Everyone gets to kind of go through their rounds. Yes. You're invisible?
I would like to finally pickpocket Grellin and try to take my sword back.
Okay, while you're invisible.
After that mighty blow I dealt with it.
First roll is stealth advantage, stealth advantage, Gert, for me.
I have healed the shit out of this guy, begged for my sword.
That's
I'm
fine.
taking it now.
Yeah, you gotta roll.
I sense what Gert wants to do and would like my familiar to try to distract the little goblin guy.
Well, he's currently looting the corpse, so you have, and you're invisible.
Pretty
So,
distracted.
so roll stealth
well,
for me. You have to roll stealth. It has to happen.
My guy's obsessed with finding more stuff to loot and not give to anyone else. So
I roll stealth just
distracted.
normal.
Yeah, no, with advantage, because you're invisible.
Oh, with advantage. Cool.
Okay. You rolled an 8 and a 9. Pretty rough. So 13.
Rough.
Which, Grellin, you're distracted right now, technically. So you wouldn't have passive perception on this necessarily. But go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me now, Gert.
Sleight of hand.
You're trying to steal something from someone that's equipped to them.
Advantage, just
Nope,
advantage.
no
normal.
advantage, normal.
Okay.
Oh. Make a perception check for me with disadvantage, Grellin. Because you're looting currently, slightly distracted. Yep, he gets the sword. You get the sword
Damn
back.
it.
I back away. That's it. That's all I wanted.
Got the sword back.
Take my sword. I just wander away.
There you go. I've dragged it into your
That's all
inventory.
I wanted all along was my things back.
I'm deep. I will remember this.
Okay.
No, you won't. You
Chodius,
don't even know it's gone.
Chodius Raximus, what are you guys doing?
You literally do not know. That
No,
was the point in
I
that
know.
roll.
I know, me. Not Grellin.
We're gonna have you guys all do things, and then we'll wrap it up for the session.
That's my thing.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and loot the goblin's corpse.
Roll a 1d4 for me. So you see Grellin looting. You dive right in, frantically combing through the freshly killed of Gobo, the goblin shaman. You find a sickle attached to his belt, and it looks very sharp, very sleek looking, and it's carved like the moon. I dragged it into your inventory.
Cool.
To me.
For the most part, you get the sense that it requires a magical attunement, something that to a barbarian is more of like an uncanny feeling you get when you're near something you don't fully understand. It's definitely small in your hands. It feels like something you would use to pick your teeth with, although it is a very nice toothpick in that case. Very light, but very strong feeling.
Put it in my bag.
Okay.
My character is going to walk in a circle and lay down.
You're familiar, you mean? Yeah, no
My
problem.
familiar, exactly.
He does
Not
so.
my character.
He does it. No problem.
And then puffs one smoke ring as it's laying down.
Out of the
Okay.
mouth or nose?
The nose.
And what does this smoke ring look like?
It's a bunch of Z's, like it's tired.
Oh.
Oh. What is the hue and the color of the smoke?
It's just like kind of like smoke. It's not
Interesting.
really smoke. It's more like it's more of what I'm made of. That like gassy. weird stuff.
Ah,
It's
yes.
not actual smoke. It just looks kinda
Curious.
like it. Yeah.
All right.
Is he sexy? Is your familiar sexy in any way?
Is it like that sexy pig gif with the thong on?
No.
Yeah.
Is he familiar?
Dear God, what are we talking about right now?
Wanna
No,
have
thank you.
sex
If you
with a
know that
kobold?
gift, don't lie to me.
I haven't seen this.
Oh
Look up
my
sexy pig and
God.
thong, yeah, and you'll
I don't
see.
know if I want to. Yeah, no, good call. All right.
I
Well,
would never look that up.
that was quite a session. You decimated Gobo.
Well, don't we need to loot the last two things? We're not going to remember after this.
I won't forget. We can
Yeah,
do. I
that's a
can.
hot pig.
I can give them to you right now if you guys both want to roll. I'll give you. There's 3 more items that he has in his inventory. You guys just want to roll. Do me a favor. Both just roll 2d. Just roll d20s, and whoever rolls the highest, I'll give the first 2 items to, and the second item, the last item, to the last person. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Grellin, the other 2 items
this.
you pull off the corpse are an amulet, a copper amulet, and you hold it up to inspect it, and you can hear a little tiny like clicking and whirring as like little gears seem to be going behind the glass. You get the sense that this is a very precise method of telling time if you were to use it to do so.
Wow.
But you do also get the sense that there's a further innate magical sense to this that would require further study to fully comprehend. Similar with the other item is a shiny blue orb. It's not quite see-through, although you can gaze into it. It's sort of like mercury. You've ever seen mercury? It's like a sort of like that metallic liquid, and it's like sort of like goopy. It looks like that, but on the inside, and it's blue. It's a small orb. And you get the sense that both of these would require a little bit of time to study to figure out what they do. But you have a clockwork amulet and a blue orb now you may add to your inventory.
All right.
And then for you, Chodius, you sort of get pushed out of the way a little bit by Grellin's fast hands. And as he's gazing over his prizes, you just notice one little thing left in there. And it's a very heavy feeling 12-sided metal die, a single die. And it has engraved in it the numbers 1 through 12, and it does hold some weight to it.
Got a genie inside.
Get it all
dice. But okay.
Okay, so those are your items. Phenomenal job killing Gobo. Good advice for me. Next time, don't give the shaman 100 spells to choose from every turn.
Yes.
That was rough. I kept trying to like think about what I wanted to do in 3 turns, and don't worry about it. That was excellent. That was so much fun. I feel really bad for Hexloom, 'cause I feel like we put him on hold for a little bit. Let him know that it could have happened anyway, but I want him to come back. Honestly, I know he won't be around, but if he's free while we're doing this, he can still play the role we've set up for him.
Feeling we might run into him next time instead.
Yes, that's how I feel as
With
well.
how much we've fucking blunder around,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
sure.
no way. We're here for another 3
I
weeks.
mean, we're gonna hunt down Trig after this. I don't think we have time to find Hexloom.
Yeah.
We do have to find Trig. And we gotta go find that fucking bird again, too, and figure out what it... We gotta get to the bottom of Gobo.
Maybe we go to the hole, the cave now.
Nah,
Nah, I
I'm
don't
done with
trust
the
that
hole.
shit.
I'm done
I
with
don't
the
trust
hole.
that.
Yeah.
Gobo, why would I go somewhere this little goblin fuck wanted me to go? Fuck him.